So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Opsguy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place to rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys. As you'll notice, we're one bearded guy down.
Yes. Well, welcome to another episode of Two Beerded Guys, featuring Backyard Beer Chick and Mudhog B&Q. And
Invisible.
It's actually our ghost judge here just in
Yes.
time for Halloween.
just in time,
He's here in spirit, but not going to be able to drink much because he can't lift things up.
Casper. We call him Casper.
Wouldn't it just
Very
flow
original.
right through him anyways?
Well, we do have Ugly
theory.
Pete coming. Ugly Pete is going to sub for Tyler, TBG_Opsguy, because baseball, because it's always baseball. That's what it is. But,
Because baseball.
yeah, so that's
That's
not
a meme anyways, right? Isn't
because
it?
baseball?
Because baseball.
Could be.
Yeah.
So that's not TBG_Opsguy, and that's not Ugly Pete. That's Casper. I am Mudhog B&Q.
Backyard beer chick.
There you go. And you're one, you're only, your favorite, but you don't ever want to see him. It's not pretty.
Off-screen Matt. Ouch.
Well, so much for
Yeah.
getting made
Yes.
fun of tonight.
Making up for Tyler's absence, huh?
Good try. So yeah, welcome. And it's going to be kind of a weird beginning because, yeah, down a guy, he's on his way. He's just going to pop in once he gets here and just join us like nothing's ever happened, like he's been here the whole time. So,
And
Reincarnation.
on the bright side, we got Russell as having our back here. Says it's the amazing ones. So
yes. And Russell, how's the flight going? Hopefully it's going well.
Is he in mid-flight?
He either is pre-flight or mid-flight.
Packed his bags pre-flight.
Oh, yeah. So, hopefully that's going well. Coming to our neck of the woods.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's got a expo in Louisville.
Nice.
So,
And Carrie Davis says, BYBC, did you BYOB?
she did, actually. She did. We always appreciate that. And she brought 3 of the 4 were stouts. We're not drinking all of them, but
Two of them.
yes. 2 of
Two out
them?
yeah.
Okay.
2 we're having. The other ones you're saving for
We are.
a rainy day.
We are. Correct. Do we have anything else, Matt?
That's what we got so far. But side note, speaking of weather, what the hell? This morning was like, oh shit, it's cold. Like we've went full thrust into like officially fall weather.
Phrasing?
Full thrust?
Yeah. We did, though, actually. Saturday was freaking cold. We opened all the windows, and it was nice and awesome. We had to close them before bedtime, though.
Oh no.
It was like 50 degrees in the morning.
Yeah, I think it was actually colder than that.
My window's
Yeah.
been open since Saturday.
Oh, well. Anyway. The great beers tonight. We got a lot of stouts tonight. And got another cider. We have the reappearance of a brewery we said would never be on the show again, aka 903.
It was a gift pack.
It was part of the gift pack,
It
yeah.
wasn't, you know.
It came with the package.
Ah.
There you go. So, Matt, what would be your most anticipated beer of the night?
John, am very anticipating my caramel apple romance.
All right.
Not only is it kind of a nifty little chemical romance reference, but that sounds like that could be really good. I don't know that we've had much from them. We might have had a couple, but not a whole lot that I really remember the brewery.
I don't remember.
Strongly?
Yeah, it's nothing stands out from there. So
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see that. I mean, I know we got some other stuff in there that's more going to appeal to me, but I'm really curious about that one.
So, I'm going to regret this. But my most anticipated is going to be the 903. Because we've never had anything good from them.
This is true.
But everything we've had from them is like a dessert stout or one of those fruited sours, just gimmicky stuff. This is an Oktoberfest. So I want to know, can they brew just like a traditional beer?
Like anything?
Yeah. Yeah. And literally, if they can't get this right, then there's just literally no reason to continue to even talk about them.
Really, a couple of them that we had really were not even that strange. Like, one was a chocolate stout. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
wild. And one was like a honey golden ale or something. Like, there's adjuncts in there, but they're not like crazy hype beers when we had those.
and they weren't good.
They weren't good.
So, like, I'm regretting this already, but I am kind of interested.
I'll give you. Fair enough.
I'm kind of torn. It's either going to be the fruit stripes or the blackberry chocolate pot de creme. Or as Matt says, the pot de creme.
Pot de cream.
That's the way it's spelled.
Well, yeah.
It's French.
None of us fancy.
Yeah.
None of us is that fancy.
No.
But yeah, so kind of weird night. Interesting night. Should we go ahead and start pouring a cider?
I think we should.
All right.
While we're doing that, Brett says, "What's up to the better half of the TBG fam?"
Woo!
And he says, "Or did it come in the package?"
Oh, yeah. No, well, it probably didn't come in the package. That don't fuck.
Did we just coin a new phrase? I don't believe I've ever heard that.
That beer don't fuck.
Oh, man.
It's pretty funny.
I guess on the bright side, well, just three of us will get a little heartier pours. That means a quicker bathroom break.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta find that golden lining there.
So I'm real sure I've drank this before, but I don't know if we've done it on the show. And if we have, sorry about it.
I've not had it.
Looks like a hearty amount of cider.
Well, yeah.
Good thing I ate dinner before I came over.
Yeah.
Could have some spicy shrimp pasta.
So, this is the Finn River Oak and Apple. It's an oak-aged semi-dry cider. From Finn River, they're based out of Olympic Peninsula in the state of Washington. 6.5%. Let's see, that's their general. Where's their cider specific? Nothing really cider specific on this one. Oh, here it is. It's oak and apple ciders aged several months in rye whiskey barrels for golden luster, woody depth, and notes of caramel and vanilla. May you enjoy this union of toasted oak and sun-ripened apple. So, we'll give her a shot. I'll put that on the good old can.
Barton just popped out. What's up, buddy? He says you finally canned Danner.
Yes! We got Danner right in his canner. All right, so let's get this here.
Thanks, sir.
You want best made?
Sure.
All right.
I'm good.
Smells pretty good.
Smells like wine.
I'm a little
Right.
curious, like if it's gonna be barrel aged, if this is gonna work well with it, or if it's gonna fight it.
And with the cider, do you think the rye notes would go with it?
I'm unsure about this.
Ooh, it's nice and tart.
Yeah.
That's like,
I don't know if I want that in the cider. A dry with the oak barrel. I kind of felt this might happen.
It's a little winey
It is. It
is.
Turned it a little more wine.
with that oak barrel.
Definitely a little bit drier in the mouth. That mouthfeel, dry on your tongue. It doesn't have any grapes in it, so you're not necessarily getting tannins in there, but you're still getting some of the tannin-like characteristics. I don't think it's bad though.
No.
Yeah, I mean, objectively, it's not poorly made. It's just a odd flavor. Yeah, which if you want something more unique and different in a cider, it's got that going for it.
Because it's definitely not sweet like a cider, or like a cider typically is.
And what's weird, I think it tastes kind of nice and crisp, but I can't get any fucking bubbles.
Yeah, it is like not carved at all.
But yet it tastes
I heard it.
crisp.
I heard a little.
How'd that go?
It crackled a little
Was
bit.
there like a teacher in the library?
No, that's. This was a.
So yeah, a little weird.
Brett just said we should put a stuffed animal in the empty chair. It might have as much or more personality.
Well, I guess, that is his brother, so. Where's Griffin? He can come sit next
We
to
don't
me.
have a
He's my
giant stuffed
buddy.
animal down here, do we? That would have been great. But
Yeah, if I
we
had
should
one
have
of
thought
these,
about that.
I'll take stuff.
We also expected someone to be here by Meow.
We did actually. Yeah. He's on his way.
And then we expected his replacement to be here by Meow.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, yeah. Do we have a giant stuffed animal?
Okay. Alright, so refresher on the scoring scale for kids at home.
So the Two Beerded Guys rating system is based on the Untap 0.25 scale, from 0.25 to 5. On our personal scale, a score of a 3 is a perfectly average beer. It's very drinkable, but nothing really stands out about it. Just for whatever its style is, it kind of hits those notes just spot on. When you go up to a 4, that's going to be, okay, not only is it a perfect average beer, but it's actually really, really well done for its style. And it's to the point we're going to seek it out. We like it that much. Once you get to 4.5 or higher, 4.5 is going to be, hey, this is about as good of a beer as you can make. Above that is kind of like, hey, this is our personal favorite. It kind of tickles or jingles. Jingles or jiggles? I don't even know.
Jingles are tickled?
Yeah. Or jingles are tickled? There we go.
That's...
Oh, yes.
You were on a roll today. Is Tom just holding you back from saying funny shit all the time? Or what?
He talks so much, man. I got so much over here, and he just talks nonsense.
Didn't know you had all this in you, buddy.
Got a moment here. Got a moment. So going down, you would go on that score between 2 and 3. It's like, okay, I can drink this. It's all right. But, it's maybe possible flaw. Maybe they tried something that didn't work. It's not that it's bad. It just didn't work. It's okay. Going down below 2, you're like, oh, dear God. Like, all right, if it's free, I'll drink it. That's be all right. But, I really don't want to. And below 1, you're like, oh, dear God, no. Throw this trash. Fuck it out the window. Pour it down the drain.
Fuck it out the window, sir.
Exactly. Like, no. So, that's our scale. Oh, here you go. Yes! It's even the same size. Hi, Tyler.
And Pete just walked in time.
Hi, Tyler. There you go.
You were replaced. You can go ahead and go back.
All right. That's fine.
I can pet this one's head and nobody's gonna get mad. So
Hey, nobody's going to get mad if you pet my heads.
not plural. Peter.
Okay.
Said heads.
I did say heads.
I know.
He said what he said.
He's like, I said what I said.
He didn't stutter.
I know.
All right.
So you missed the cider.
You know what?
Yeah, just
I'm glad I showed up late.
It's a rye barrel
Not the
aged.
worst one to miss.
You can have a little swallow.
I'm all right.
I know you're like.
I don't want your sloppy seconds. It's okay.
Oh. So for this one beer, Matt is going to count. So I go first. It's unique. I think it's made well. I'm just going to go 3. Maybe 3.25. You go 3.25. It's fine.
The amount that was in my glass was way too much for me.
Fair.
Tasted a little whiny, like I said. I mean, it was fine, I guess, but I'd probably have to go 2.75.
2.75.
Yeah.
That makes that math easy, doesn't it?
So far, now we got Matt. What are you gonna give this cider?
I don't know. I want to respect it being something different. It doesn't do it for me. It's well crafted. I'm gonna go just a 3. Just
there we go.
Kind of give it an average.
That's the easy math.
It's such a weird thing.
My belly hurts.
If you like wine, I think you'll probably enjoy it more. Mm-hmm. Definitely has the sort of notes to it.
I think that's fair. And Brett says, coddles the Loganberries.
Coddles the Loganberries. Write that down, please.
Oh, there you are. Coddles the log.
Coddles the Loganberries.
Don't forget the berries.
Yes.
All right. Are we going the 301?
903?
October? What
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
the
the-
903.
903. Yes.
It's like 301. Are you trying to be funny?
Actually, before we do, Pete,
Yes.
take a quick look at what we have and tell me what you're most looking forward to.
All right. So I'm going to go, because of the can art, whatever this bad boy is here.
All right.
What is that?
That's the
Listerman
Listerman.
All right.
Stout with some adjuncts and...
But the fruit stripes, dude, I love fruit stripe gum like when I was a kid, so that's going to be interesting.
Has anyone seen that in years? Like, is it still out there?
No,
in the
I
wild?
think it,
Probably
because they had like
Cracker Barrel.
cocaine in it or something.
What?
So they're not
You
allowed
can probably
to
get
serve
it at
it
Cracker
anymore.
Barrel because Cracker
They're not
Barrel
allowed
has
to
all
serve-
the weird old
you're
candy.
right. Cracker Barrel is the place to go for that.
All right, so we have 903 Oktoberfest.
It's taking over.
Yes.
Oh, would you rather
No.
read? Because it's hooked on phonics when I read. It's really bad.
No, because I don't want to watch
I really don't want to be the handicap. Is this going to be mine?
That's yours.
All
All
right.
right. You get windmill.
I don't want to be the handicap kid in the bunch. I usually am.
So, did you recently see Buffett, or is that an old shirt there, Pete?
So
what he
Buffett got
was-
canceled last year, right? And so we had tickets for this year, and it was rainy. And my wife bought this for me for the concert, and I'm like, "Hey, let's just go sit in a hot tub and stream it." And she goes, "That sounds way better."
Give that to BYBC.
Nice.
Give it to him.
Was it
Aren't you
a
most
stream,
anticipated?
like a live, like from that
Especially
event
that
as
mask.
well? Like, where
No,
were you guys
nice.
going to see him at, or
Pardon me?
was it streaming from the same place you were going to see him at, or?
Yeah, so it's streaming from Deer Creek.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's right, Deer
So
Creek.
every Buffett concert you can stream from their website live.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, and it was really good because streaming it, we realized they played a lot of songs
There
we
you
didn't
go.
like. So
So you could, go.
The
get
hot
that or
Finally
something,
got my
right?
head.
See, I was perfect. I put mine on and I got
Show that
no.
protost.
I was just showing the label. I don't know.
Yep.
That's the one redeeming thing is on the back of the can. I really don't know that we need to give them any kind of points for anything here. Let's see how this is.
it is exactly what it is. It's an Oktoberfest, right? It's what it's supposed to be.
It is. Tomorrow's in. I'm trying to find because 903. I'm actually trying to find like bad things about it.
Yeah, all right. So despite my strong German heritage, I'm really not into a lot of like the German styled beers.
Correct. Me too.
So like the Oktoberfest, the Fest beers, like that kind of stuff. I'm like they all just kind of taste. So I don't even know like really what would be a good or not good version of this. It just kind of falls in that okay for me.
See, I'm the other way. I was upset when Germany got rid of the purity law. I liked that you could only have 5 ingredients,
Yeah,
and
5
it
ingredients.
was you
No
had to be
fruited
awesome.
shit. No,
you
yeah.
had to be awesome at what you did.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's more of like a test of skill, or how good you are at your profession at brewing. But
How many breweries have you been to and they're like, it's a little off. Let's just throw some crazy shit into it and call it
True.
something else.
probably a lot.
Boom. It's like, this stout tastes funny. Let's pour a bunch of peanut butter in there. Now we have peanut butter stout.
I love peanut butter
Right
stouts.
off. We've been there.
I don't know any breweries who do that.
I know every brewery does that, and that upsets me. I'm like, what's your special beer? I don't want that one.
Yes.
Because I know it's bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carrie might have a point though. It says I'm just waiting for some whiskey barrel Oktoberfest. That might turn me on.
I might have a couple years ago keg stood on a barrel aged Marzen,
Jesus.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I want to see your big ass do a keg stand.
Talk to the right person. They got that video.
Well,
Allegedly.
I just bought a 3 kegerator 3K kegerator.
Nice.
For the basement. So we could just like pull one out, drink from the tap, stand on top.
It was fun. It was a good time. I finished it.
Finish the keg.
I did.
The whole thing.
I did. I finished the keg.
You finished the keg.
I did.
That's nice.
It's called the finisher for a reason.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for the Turfs Up games, right?
Yeah.
Where it was you had to do the keg drink and then the toss.
Yep. That is.
I guess technically that was Tyler, not you.
That was
but
Tyler.
that was the. I mean, we already knew you could do it because clearly you proven yourself
I have proved
allegedly.
myself allegedly.
So
So this beer, it's all right. All right.
it's not
I'm
bad.
really
It's
looking for
not-
something bad, but it's.
It's not my jam, but
So
it's
have
just-
you had the 903 before from
Oh, we hate
Sherman,
903.
Texas?
We
Yes.
hate 903.
Yeah,
We've had
903 is
a
atrocious.
bunch of it, and none of it's been good.
I threw a bunch
They're-
away not too long ago.
Medium body
I had a cookies
Marzan?
and cream stout. That was awful.
Yeah. Like
I had a
this.
strawberries and cream ale. That was not good.
Maybe their barbecue's really good at 903.
No,
'Cause it is
it's
Texas.
crazy as shit too. Because every time they're on Tavor, I'm like, I'll read a description.
Flavor.
I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds good. What's it?
Fancy
903.
now,
Oh
what's that?
no, and it's like it's 4.0 rated on Untapped, and
Right.
it's blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
it's
It's got all this
horrible.
accolades. It's a huge brewery. I'm like, how do people in Texas not have taste buds?
Not in Sherman.
Or maybe
Isn't that where the pickle beer comes from?
No, that's from Maid.
Yeah, that comes
it's
from
from,
Martin House.
Martin House, yeah.
Okay.
Pointing at the bird.
And we have someone on here says, I can confirm that he did do a keg stand once at July 3rd adult pool party. Who do you
Yes.
think that might be, John?
Yes. So that's probably someone who also did a keg stand during that time frame. That's maybe, I don't know if that's Dave Fitch. I don't know if Dave was here for that. If we just heard stories, but
It might be someone else that maybe lives around the neighborhood, perhaps.
oh, definitely. There's lots of people joined in that from the neighborhood joined in that night.
Maybe
so.
brought down a stuffed animal a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Steph knows for sure. That's also the night I chugged in one pool like a whole bottle of Jaeger.
Oh.
It was more of a half bottle, but still, it wasn't great.
Also, Kevin Atwood has joined us. What's up, man? Haven't seen
Kevin?
you on here for a little bit. You've been busy traveling around and stuff. Good to hear from you. Says, hi, guys. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Kev.
And it does say Kevin and Val, so we got
Hey,
another Hey
Val.
Jen, so I guess we probably got both of them juggling Kevin's persona.
Juggling is what?
His
Right,
persona.
right, that's not where I thought that was going.
Logging berries.
Yeah.
And
So-
Stephanie says she did not. I'm
Yeah.
guessing do a cake stand.
She did not do a
Oh.
keg stand that night.
So who goes first on this one?
So this one's Jen.
Okay.
Now, I will say I took a big gulp, and not as good. So,
To finish it off at the end.
yeah.
What I do like is we always have this beer this time, if it's set a long time. It's an Oktoberfest. So it was brewed very recently, hopefully. It's not Oktoberfest from last year.
I thought they brewed Oktoberfest stuff like in March.
Oftentimes,
That's why I thought that was like what the tradition
does
was.
it say style?
Yeah, it makes a difference.
This is why we had that discussion.
No, so it
We
says
didn't have a discussion.
Oktoberfest. So our medium body Marzahn Oktoberfest is a malt forward tasty treat. Light amber in color. The 903 Oktoberfest finished dry and clean. This seasonal lager is rich and roasty and quite delectable. They used delectable. That's good.
Delectable,
They
I
didn't use
thought.
delicious. I like that.
You know what? Not
But
everything.
delectable sounds like it's tastier than what it actually was. So that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, not everything on the can is in the can there.
Somebody has a
Overselling.
thesaurus at their.
So lots of traditional
Nice to see you
Marzens
too.
are actually brewed in March, and then they're lagered for months.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I thought.
But still, it's not something.
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
the
That's the
still-
traditional. Yeah.
It's not
it's
it's
not
been
some
around
of
for
the
2
in
years.
exactly.
right. It's not some of the beers that are supposed to be drank within a couple months.
The
and they
IPA I
sit
was
in
going
the
to
fridge.
grab, but then I saw it was over a year old. And I was like,
Isn't it the
oh,
reason,
yeah.
like the old world style, they did that so they could get through like the winter months? They brew it in March, let it ferment for
Yeah.
months, and then they'd have it ready for going into like fall and
Fall,
winter to
yeah.
keep you warm and
Sounds good.
what,
Yeah,
my
like
reasoning?
you knew.
You
I
said it with a
know.
lot of confidence. And
I do. I'm like,
I like
so.
it.
What would you,
somebody told me that.
what would you rate this beer, though?
It's not my style. It wasn't as malty as I expected it to be, which is fine with me. I'd probably go with 2.75.
Okay.
I'm a 2.75 as well. I'm not going to seek it out, but if it's in the cooler and it's sitting next to Coors Light, I'm probably going to go with this one. It has a little more flavor.
Listerman Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Listerman Pride. May it rest in peace one day.
Oh my god.
Actually, the last year's Listerman Pride was pretty tasty.
Really?
Yeah.
I was too scarred from the year before, but
Yeah.
I was scared. I was there and I tried it and I was like, oh, that's not too bad. I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, it's probably the best 903 beer I've ever had.
it's a very low bar, John.
Very, very low
I don't
bar.
like the aftertaste. Now I'm sitting here.
Yeah, it's lingering.
It's still not great. I was also going to go 275. It is across the board, 275. It's not enough for me to like totally ban them, but that's only because all their previous tries we've had of them is enough to totally ban them. The only reason we have this is because it's part of that pack. So
It wasn't by choice. It was by.
it didn't unban them. I'll say that. So
Well put.
yeah,
Okay.
Matt, I know you don't count.
I don't. Thank you for reminding me. But I did. I counted once this episode. That's more than normal. I'll take it.
Yes.
I would say a 2.75 as well. Keep the train rolling. It's you know.
That's easy math there, Pete.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you do
just
that?
right there.
I've
It's
got
okay.
that. I was good at math.
That's
man.
good.
I wouldn't buy it, but if it was handed to me, I could drink it. But I'm like Pete, I'd probably get the Coors Light over this.
I probably would too, honestly.
But again, not my
The
style.
longer it
You like-
sits with the dry feel in the mouth,
Yeah.
I will
Not feeling
say.
Yeah.
But if I'm somewhere where I'm drinking, it's not going to sit a while without me taking another drink. So
Fair.
It's just the
It's not gonna
aftertaste
link.
now. It's like sitting here. I'm like,
Do you have to?
Yeah.
the
That's where you-
mouthfeel is not good.
that's where you just do a shot of Rumpelmints
Oh my
afterwards.
god, no.
Yeah. All right. Fair.
I've heard anyone
Yeah.
say that since 11th grade.
I might have done that
Or
a
today.
few weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, now my stomach is turning.
All right, now Carrie says mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
Yeah, I got one in.
We really didn't get to say much about that yet.
Is Bunny watching? Or is she working? Carrie?
She work watching?
No.
Yeah. Do you want me to read that, Pete?
You can read the top part there.
Oh.
I don't
All
know
right.
what that says.
All right.
What is that name?
My Karma Apple Romance.
They forgot commas and spacing.
It's kind of like a My Chemical Romance, except it's
Yeah.
my Karma
Yeah.
Apple
No.
Romance.
Do you even know who My Chemical Romance is?
Wow, he's
That's
not
a
that
shot
old.
across the bow.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
know your-
Sig Brewing though.
That was like my
I don't know your
cousins
musical
last time we all hung out.
preferences.
They're like 21
Classical.
or 22, and they're like, "Do you even know who 21
Bach.
Pilots are? We got
Bach.
tickets for them." I'm like, "Yes, I know who 21 Pilots are." they're fucking huge.
Right?
Yeah.
And by the way, I can afford the tickets. How
Yeah.
about you?
I might be older than you, but I'm
Oh.
not under a rock. Oh, Carrie says she's watching and flipping him the bird.
Me?
Feel
Hi,
my
Bonnie.
feel.
Mouthfeel.
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 Yeah, we really do this like a mow, 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 mow.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, so it's a caramel apple tart ale, right? 6%.
Okay.
So it's decent. Spreading the love through Sig, we teamed up with an entire staff to create a sweet tart treat.
scared.
It makes it sound like I'm reading
yeah,
straight
that's
from.
The way you're
Tinder.
reading it is kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you
Straight from
remember
Tinder.
Love Lines
Yeah.
back in the
Yes.
day? Oh,
Oh
Love
my
Lines.
God.
I don't know if I like it, but you've got a delivery. That's for
Treat-
sure.
Well,
Dr. Drew. And,
I'm just making up words. There's no writing on this can.
Yeah, so I feel dirtier the farther you go. Keep going.
Tree for one in your house. Resident emo kids. Wow, this is okay. For some reason, almost our entire staff grew up loving My Chemical Romance.
You're so smart.
Yeah, you are.
So smart.
So this kind of had to be done. The caramel, green apple, and candy. Drink your favorite candy pop in a beer form.
I thought he was gonna say drink your face off.
I did too.
All right,
That's a brewery that means like drink your face off. Like when
Yeah.
these guys came to party.
So this is going to be interesting because
Oh, it's green.
Oh,
It's
it is
green.
So green.
and
Now-
you can smell it already.
Oh, it's
there's
like a.
They did say
it's,
the candy.
It's a Jolly Rancher
No,
flavor.
what was the
So
what was
they're
the apple
like-
liquor
it-
that was bright green like that?
Oh, that's
apple
a
pucker.
Yeah,
pucker.
that's what it looks like.
Let's go here.
Yeah, I'm really thinking like
you're
the
missing your
caramel
glass.
apple
there's
sucker.
plenty
Sir.
in
Yeah,
here
that's-
right now.
That's what. So they're not going for an actual caramel apple, but a caramel apple sucker.
Sucker.
Which I
Which
never.
makes sense.
I don't believe I've ever actually had one of those to have a
Yeah,
a
they're
ground
bright
base
green
here.
like that. dipped in
They're
caramel.
pretty good.
I've seen them, but I've never had one. I was,
I have.
that kid that just didn't really do a whole lot of candy.
It smells
Oh my gosh, it
exactly what it
does.
says.
Oh,
Yep.
it sure
I mean,
does.
Oh, yeah.
there is.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Hopefully,
Oh, I wish
hopefully
I could
this-
see
Oh,
Matt's
and then I
face.
got a little bit of the.
I wish I could see Matt's face because I know
Little
it's gonna
bit
be
of the-
sour.
It almost smells
Apple.
artificial though.
I want you to take a drink. I want to see your face. Ah, that was great. I knew that was gonna happen.
It was what you said, not what I drank.
Oh.
I want to see you take a drink. I want to see your face.
You
you said it
She
very-
saw your O face.
She said it
there.
very
That was bad.
aggressively,
I did
looking
not
down
know
on
that.
me.
Yeah,
That was an O face?
Yeah, that's not good. That's a bad O face.
I don't know because I'm not going to defend that. That's a Euro face with a mouth full of sucker.
No, I'm not putting a sucker in my mouth and giving it an O face.
Exactly.
I don't swing that way.
So
Nothing wrong if you do.
the caramel flavor is not strong up front, but I get it more on
I
that back
taste
end.
it, yeah.
It's
That
there.
salty caramel at
Yeah.
the end.
It just kind of lingers, and that's the flavor that stays.
Which is the opposite of what you get when you bite into like a caramel,
It's usually the caramel
apple.
first.
You get the caramel, so it's the inverse. That's kind of nice.
This is like a salted caramel though, because I get like a salty bit to it.
You know what it's
little bit,
like
because,
is
yeah.
like a blow pop though, where you have the caramel.
I was like, what are you going for?
What is it? What's the one with the owl? Where how many
the
licks?
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll pop. But you know how
They have
you're
the blow
like
pops with the
sugar,
gun in the middle.
sugar. Then all of a sudden you get the chocolate
Tootsie.
on the
Chocolate,
inside.
yeah.
It could be caramel.
But a little bit like that. Yes, I see.
Caramel.
Caramel. Everybody's fancy today.
Oh.
Well, I don't like caramel, so I call it caramel.
I mean, pot de cream.
Pot de creme
Pinkies up.
with Mr. Tavor over there.
I am liking this more and
I was
more as
instructed
drink
that's
it.
I
how you
am
properly
too.
say it.
This is tasty. It's not as sour as I expected it to be.
No,
With
yeah,
the green
that's
apple,
really good.
usually.
I like that.
Usually green apple's pretty.
I think it's a good balance of the sour and the sweet. I do really like the caramely finish, but I kind of get like that artificial apple, which if they're going
Well,
for the sucker, makes sense. But I
yes.
just don't know if I like it as much personally. That's my only hang up on it.
I mean, it's not like apple. Obviously, it's like a liquid apple sucker.
I see what you're saying with that, but I almost like
I like
the opposite
caramel
of like
finish.
that's what they're going for, so it's
That's what
acceptable.
I kind of get it, but
Well, isn't that what it said? Like a caramel apple pop?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling this is like a fall beer. They're gonna have this around when Granny Smiths, because it said Granny Smith apples, all
Granny
that
Smiths
stuff.
are in season all year round. Just
All
so
right.
you know.
Oh, well, there you are. Not in Indiana, just to let you know. Go pick a Granny Smith in December.
Listen, Peter.
No, so with the can art, they have the knife in there, making it in with the My Chemical Romance. It makes it in the way they wrote it. It looks like it could be a Halloween beer. But I think you could get in a lot of trouble with this.
The whole emo thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what emos are, but
My Chemical Romance.
I know what they.
21 Pilots. Fallout Boy. My Panic at the Disco.
I liked you a lot more at the distillery. Just to let you know.
No, you were loving on Matt too much to even talk to me, so
We're
There
having a
you go.
moment. Don't judge us.
you had a lot of moments.
You did have a lot of moments.
So,
Speaking of, Brett
anyways,
says, how's the feel of the mouth?
Drying.
it
A little
is
bit,
drying.
not bad. Not as
Got a
much
drying
as
mouthfeel,
not as much as that cider.
but it's
That
a
cider
sour,
was
so
like-
yeah,
yeah.
Should be.
it's supposed to be.
It is refreshingly tart, not like pucker up. It just kind of gives you that
It's
like.
got a little fizz, but not much.
It could get you in trouble in the summertime, though.
Yeah.
It's going to go down really quick.
Uh-huh.
You go first on this one, Pete.
So I like it. It's a lot of fun. I can think of a lot of fun things I could do with it.
Yeah.
Like you could pour these into a slushy machine and make adult
Oh,
slushies with
yeah.
these apple caramel slushies.
I think you're
Add some
going.
caramel whiskey
If
in
you're doing
there.
food with this, you're going like dessert.
Oh, it's all dessert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
like,
wouldn't
like
want
a
anything
cheesecake?
savory.
Or if you could figure out your leg of lamb with mint, just firing in the apple. But I like lamb, so
No.
I can actually see that. That'll be-
it's hard to pair a meat or a vegetable with this, but
Yeah.
all veggie all the time. It's gonna be, man, it's green. It's a lot of green. It reminds me of the Ecto High C.
yeah.
Which we had the Ecto Cooler not too
Yeah.
long ago.
We did.
Speaking of,
We did. All right, so I'm gonna go a.
Which I think this is greener than that was.
Really?
I'm gonna go 3.5, so I quit screwing up here.
Okay.
Which
So
I like.
I am going to go a little higher. I think number one, I'm going to go at least 4 because I would seek this out again. I think this is really good. I think it's a fun beer, and not only is it a fun beer, I'd want to like share with other people. I think it's honestly really good. So I'm going to go 4 1/4.
Okay.
Swinging.
He did swing for the fences there, didn't he?
All right,
Excuse
Jen.
me. I know.
What you got?
I think I'm just gonna go with solid 4. It was good. I like the caramel,
That makes-
salty caramel like aftertaste. Had a nice apple. Yeah, it did. It tasted like a melted caramel apple sucker.
It kind of was exactly what it said it was.
Yeah, completely. It's tasty. It
So
was a
they-
nice surprise.
4 average.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
Can you read that?
Man, do we?
Wait, Tyler commented. Let's see what Tyler had to say.
He's like, glad I invited the handicap guy to read for
And
me.
he said, yes, I don't have to drink 903.
We got it done early, so
Was Tyler actually watching from his PTA meeting? or
Meeting.
whatever he was doing?
I don't know if
PTA.
he's watching. He
Well, he saw
commented
the
on the
picture.
picture.
All right, so we have an Imperial Sour Ale. Oh. Fruit Stripes, though. This is the one I wanted. So brewed with strawberries, raspberries, and vanilla.
some water.
I thought you were reaching
From Magnify
Yeah.
Brewing, and that's all they give us. Oh, it's 8%, though.
Ooh,
8%
Matt's like,
sour.
I don't care. It's 8%.
Yeah, so...
What's the back say? Anything? Is there
Yeah,
anything?
no.
There's no words on the back.
You know, the good part is they can't underwhelm you. It's just the normal
Surgeon
jargon.
General.
Yep.
How do you spell stripes on that one? There it is. I think I got it.
Straps.
So,
Was the
according
gum
to
discounted?
according to Untapped,
Was
It
the gum
is-
FROOT as well, or is that just what they're doing?
FROOT.
Yeah.
Is that the way the gum was?
no.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fruit Stripes is a new 8% Imperial Sour. This Imperial Kettle Sour is conditioned on well over 1,000 pounds of strawberry and raspberry. We also added plenty of Madagascar vanilla to round it out. It pours a beautiful deep red from all the fruit added.
I don't know about
Yeah,
deep
it's,
red, but
it's got color.
red, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of more grapefruity.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. It looks like grapefruit juice.
So, what do you think it's rated on Untap? From 2.1 thousand. 2.1,
1,000.
yeah, people.
That's a lot of people.
2,000 people.
I'm going to give it
2100.
a 3/8. No, a 3.75. Because
I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna say 3.65 because they do weird.
4.12, Bob.
Oh,
He went over, didn't he?
he went over. It's 4.03.
Oh,
Yes, that was really close.
So,
wow.
how do they go? We're going the 2.5 method, right?
well, it's
Well,
because
not on
it's
Untappd,
2,100 people.
on tap now.
Well,
Yeah.
there's people that have this, supporter thing where they can rate it any
hear you.
color
Yeah.
or any number they want.
So I would not say a deep red, number one.
Ooh,
No,
it's-
but it is definitely grapefruit color.
it
Yeah.
smells
You can't see through it.
tangy.
I mean, if you were at Holiday Inn, that's the
Ooh,
color of
smells
the
like a
grapefruit
Drecker.
juice.
It smells like a drinker.
Was that vanilla?
No, that's got a lot of nose.
That smells like a lot of strawberry and raspberry, not much vanilla.
Oh, it smells like a lot of things.
Ooh, it's effervescent on your tongue.
That is not Fruit Stripes.
No.
That's a great can logo, though.
Good looking can.
I think like it's just effervescent. It is. It's just not much to it. Like as it sat there, I maybe got a little bit of strawberry at the end.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's way after, but it is a sneaky 8 because it's
Yeah, it
very
is.
I will give you that.
easily drinkable. You
I mean, if it were good, it'd be easily drinkable.
well,
It's not bad.
it's not bad. So it
It's just
is
hyped up a little
lacking
bit.
depth of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
So
heavy.
you look at this color, you're like, I'm getting punched with something, and then you drink it, and you're like, you just bit my ear. He didn't punch me at all. You know, that's what I got out of that.
It kind of like if you had like a strawberry flavored Alka-Seltzer.
Kinda.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I broke off scream mad on that one.
Oh, I'm just like, what is this episode today?
So I don't know.
Oh, so glad you're here.
Oh, we need someone to write down like almost everything that's being said.
That's why it's
only
being
it was being recorded.
right? I know.
Yeah.
It is very chunky, by the way.
I was gonna say like you.
I've got
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
there's
of
the
Oh, yeah,
there's the
there's
strawberry.
Ew.
There's the.
Wish you wouldn't have said that.
How old is that beer? Does it say on the bottom there?
This is right here.
Oh, at the top.
It was brewed in May.
So
Not
Nope.
too old.
Not ideal time, but not that far.
No.
Yeah, it's very
It's because it's
bitey on
made
my
in New
tongue. It's
Jersey.
like, oh, it's that Jersey water.
There's
Yeah,
that
that's
Jersey
right.
water.
They don't use RO up there.
Nope.
They don't.
no.
They need that
Bagels and
old,
pizza, good. Beer,
Yes, I go first on this one, don't I?
It's hanging. It's my voting would have been a lot higher at the beginning. Now that I get towards the chunks, it's degrading quickly.
No one thinks lesser of you for leaving that last sip with all the chunks in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to power through that. I'm going to treat it like the one bad beer that had the mold on the cap when we opened it.
What?
Oh.
What?
Remember?
What was that?
The bourbon barrel.
I was about to say, that was the
2015.
Bourbon County, right?
Oh, that was
Bourbon County.
that was the infected one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you think if it's got mold growing out of it?
But we all tried it.
We did.
Did we all notice it before or after we tried it that the mold was there?
Tyler did, but he didn't tell us.
Say anything?
Dick.
Glad
he's on this episode.
Tyler, you're a dick.
I think he already knows that.
Yeah, that's not what caused him to be
I'm
a
still
dick.
going to tell him that, though.
Yeah. That's just one of the contributing factors.
So, this beer isn't necessarily a drain pour, but there's not much redeeming quality to it. It's just not horrible tasting, but it's not good. And I'm gonna go 1.5.
Oh shit! You get to go next.
Oh, I was gonna say 2. I wouldn't throw it out if somebody handed it to me. I'd still drink it, but I would not be. I'd be like, oh, what else you got? After I finish this to wash this down.
It's gonna give me heartburn.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if you're drinking this out of the can, when you get to that last sip, it's. So I'm gonna give it a 1.75, and
There
that
it is.
makes the math easy.
That's our score.
I've had that happen. Start drinking out of the can. You get to that last bit, and it's just like
Chunky monkey.
sludge chunks.
Oh, you meant 420. You were talking about 420. Okay. I'm not anti 420.
Or
Just saying 450.
420.
450.
Only 420. I'm like,
I just
was like-
dislike them
I was
so
like,
much.
wait. I'm like, what?
I forgot their
I'm like,
name.
420 has chunks. I
I-
mean, I guess it
can.
could. So
If you don't pick out the seeds and stems.
sticky, icky.
I gave him a chance to see if he was just like doing it on purpose or if he actually screwed up. And I was like, oh no, he just screwed up.
Oh yeah.
So how about that
So
next beer?
yeah,
I get the taste out of that one out of my mouth.
this will be the last beer of hour 1 because we are chugging through, which is awesome.
I mean, we're still got 15 minutes.
I know, but that'll only leave.
Well, I brought a mystery beer.
Mystery beer.
Mystery beer.
We just talked about his bad brother that was horrible.
did.
So
You just went like super Hercules from like Dr.
That
Doolittle
was.
there. Hercules.
So we'll say this for those who listen to the Two Beerded Guys drunken movie reviews.
There shan't be one this evening.
No, but honestly, it probably, since Russell likes to post them on Thursday or Friday, probably won't be any delay in you getting your hands on it. Just we're gonna record it maybe on Wednesday. We'll talk about it.
Still working that out.
Yeah,
since
still working that out.
Someone decided to do an audible last minute and not show up.
But it is spooky movie month, so we've had some family classics. We've had some funny and oddly heartwarming movies.
This one was going to be the modern with a little bit of family left over because we had some insistation on insisting. I don't know how you conjugate that. Insistation? No.
Matt didn't
Insisting.
want to watch this movie,
talking about
and we
No. That's definitely not
That's
what we're
where
trying to
I
do.
was going with your little words. I'm like,
Insisting. A lot of heavy insisting.
One could argue that the main character is a
Persuasion?
result of incest.
One could argue.
Hubie Halloween.
Right.
Hubie Halloween.
Oh God, that's a great movie.
Oh my god, am I the only one that has common sense?
I
Oh,
haven't
it's
seen
just
it.
it's just so stupid. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like every other Adam Sandler
Sandler
movie.
movie?
If you go in going, the acting's going to be horrible, but the grandma shirts are absolutely.
There's gonna be fun gags.
Oh my
The
God.
grandma shirt is the song
Wait,
we're doing
different show.
quality.
We're not going to talk about it right now.
We're not.
Yeah, different show.
All right,
You're
so
right,
we have
you're
a
right.
beer from Drecker Brewing Company.
Woohoo!
Never Have I Ever Double IPA. So it
Double
doesn't.
dog dare you.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to give me shit about I said something wrong again.
No, it's a double dog
So,
dare.
so the malt, it is a pale 2-row oats, hops mosaic, and AZACCA.
Azaka.
Azaka.
Azaka. There you are. Then house IPA yeast. That's all they have on there that makes
No
it easy.
gimmicks.
No gimmicks because
No
it
gimmicks.
is not a
It's an
gimmick
IPA,
beer. Yeah.
And the can art's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I'll throw that up there here in a second.
They do excel at their can. They never really let down with that. And
Hey Matt, what was your thoughts on the last one?
last one, that was dicey.
All right, fair. What would you have rated it? Because we gave like a 1.75.
On the merit that I could drink it and it's an 8% and pretty smooth at that, I would give it the benefit of a 2. But if it wasn't 8%, it would be 1.75, 1.5, pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, if someone gave it to me and like, this is 8%, you want to crush it? Sure! Otherwise, no.
Well, yeah, because it's a sour and you don't like sours anyways.
I actually don't mind sours as long as they taste good.
Oh!
That's John's glass.
Mine.
Buddy.
Hopefully you got that on the camera.
I saw something go sploosh. What was
Yeah,
It was a big old
that might be a
chunk.
whole hop.
So it is not filtered, apparently.
It's a whole hop, ain't it?
That's just a little flavor nugget for you later, buddy.
Oh,
That's a huge flavor nugget.
I got all the hops on that one.
That was a big old
Son of a-
kerplunk.
I'm really glad I didn't pour my glass last.
wow.
Oh,
job, bud.
yeah.
That's just tasty.
You
So
can see. I was like,
it doesn't say hazy,
look at
but we'll
mine.
go with hazy IPA on
mine's
there.
so
Some
nice
extra
and clear on the
texture
bottom.
now, John.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's-
Oh, wow, yeah, you can see. Man, that is a
It's
whole mess.
disintegrated.
Yeah, it's a whole mess.
It
I'll
looks,
get yours over here, man.
it looks vomitous.
Oh, Matt's got some in his too, though.
Oh,
I got nothing in mine.
That's a bummer.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
Not
Take
like
care of you. You
Yeah.
got chunkers in yours?
Not as big as
Sugars.
John's.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Say that
there's.
again, Matt. Say that again.
It
Not
feels
as
like
big as
hey,
John's.
there's still another chunk in there if you would like one.
Whew, I think I'm fine, but you
You
know,
sure? Would you like the rest of your hop in
No.
I feel like I heard someone bragging they didn't have any, so. If anyone was to get the full experience.
I'm scared to take a drink here.
I'm not. It smells amazing.
It does.
Mm.
Oh my god.
I love
Ooh.
chewing my beer.
That's that.
That doesn't look like chunks, though. That does. It looks like it's a hop that is to
No,
get
it-
filtered.
yeah,
Because
it-
it's green.
They look, yeah.
Well, how in the hell did that make that? Because
Right.
we've been around a lot of canning lines. How in the hell does it make it through the canning line that way?
It just had a will to get out, man.
Man, because
Yeah,
This
I
beer
mean-
is going to go to John.
it's like they were pouring it out of pitchers
Yeah.
from like Kilroy's back in college.
God.
They're like the old Miller Lite, Coors Light pitchers.
It's
Did you get a sip without the chunks in it, though, John?
no.
Oh.
You got chunks?
So
Because it
it's.
tastes pretty good.
I know that's my issue. Like
Dear Drecker,
It's pretty- it's
this
actually
is what
really
happened
good.
in my can. I'd like some free beers sent to Indiana.
very
please.
pillowy soft, like a lot of double IPAs, triple IPAs are. It's really fresh.
Yeah.
My problem is I get more hop freshness in it than
Then you should be.
I probably should be, which is, yeah.
You just got a fresh grated garnache of
Woohoo.
hops in yours. See, we're getting fancy today. But it does taste pretty good, though.
It smells
It
amazing.
does.
It's got good flavor.
What'd you
It
say?
is thick.
What's the ABV on that? What'd you say, Pete?
It is.
Should be over there. Nick, keep going.
Drucker usually does pretty
Usually
decent.
right there on the side. No,
With this being a
usually-
double.
Yeah. No,
Somewhere.
it's not right here.
No?
I feel like I'm chewing on a
Hop.
wet hop.
They don't.
So not a hop pellet,
see.
but like
Hold on.
a wet hop that's been
Here, let me
sitting
scan it.
in
Does it
like
come up?
A can of
in the
beer?
beer forever.
I feel like you have this oddly specific description that might be right spot on, John.
Yeah, yeah. It is just.
What does that say? 8 something?
8.
Do you guys have to take a picture and zoom in over there?
No,
No,
she
I scanned it.
scanned it. She asked me what it said.
Jerk.
Oh,
Like,
Mister, I'm just as blind as everybody else.
So it is
Wow.
8%.
okay,
It's a very drinkable 8%.
that's a pretty sneaky 8. Yeah.
But if you're pouring it into a glass, you know it's going to have something going on. Usually something this dark on an IPA and hazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not dark, but hazy. Is going to
Yes.
leave you as getting you in trouble.
like if I picked a hop flower and just chewed on it, like I imagine that's what this tastes
I
like.
need to pour out the rest of that to see what in one of the glasses just to see what it looks like once. Once it's empty. Oh, Pete's gonna volunteer.
Oh, that is a really fucking shame, John, because I would.
I know he's in there.
I know I felt it. You could feel it in the can.
No, he's just... It's not in there.
No.
All broken up?
No, it all went in John's glass.
Oh, God.
You know what? It's a good beer, but I don't want to drink the bottom of this.
That's fair.
No, I'm not saying drink it. I just want you to
I mean,
pour it out.
I feel like
want
you
to see
should at
what's
least
in
take a sip.
All right, shut up.
I'll say that I drank mine. and
This is how every bad bet starts when you're like an early teen.
Bet you
You're
won't.
like, I bet you won't stick your finger in there.
You won't do it.
Oh, watch.
Just
How'd
a
you
little
lose
bit.
your fingertip? Well, let me tell you, it's a great story.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take a little.
Nope. Nope. You should not do that. It's the.
You barely even got like a little sip.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was enough.
That was enough? That was
It
enough?
It was enough. Just the tip of that one. It was enough for me. That was, woo.
Tip was too big for Pete.
Yeah. I don't have to go first on this one.
No, Jim does actually,
Wow.
right?
Well, I got a good pour.
Do you want to taste this little snippet or his little snippet over there?
He's got more than a little snippet. That's like a lot of.
John,
Snap it.
I saying John got a big one?
John got something. No, I really like this. It smelled amazing, had great hop flavor. Like I said, I did not get any chunks, which is happy for me.
I'm sorry, John. I'm curious.
That's all I can. That is all I can drink.
You wanna-
I can't do it
You
anymore.
want to taste this
That's
one
fair.
without
Nope.
anything?
Nope.
No?
It's already it's
Too
destroyed.
late?
It's in the back of my throat now. It's
Just
just yeah.
You need a bourbon at the break. You're saying it's kind of clear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. I have plant material sitting in my throat.
I didn't bring any bourbon today, though.
I'm sure there's
Damn it.
variety of
I do have some over there.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was free. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna have to give this a 4 because I think it's very tasty, and I enjoy a good hoppy IPA that's not chunky with hops in it. But yes, it does have a very pillowy mouthfeel.
Funny.
I'm a big fan of
joking.
any beer that requires extra work. When you have to filter it before you drink it, kind of process. So it makes it feel you're burning extra calories before you drink it.
And it's not super sweet. You get into those doubles and triples and they get a little sweet. I think it's pretty tasty.
I was doing really good
It's all
until
that.
I drank that.
Well,
What-
don't rate it on that. Rate it on what you actually
Well,
drank.
John's gonna John's
know.
gonna drink
Go ahead,
it on
well,
his
it's-
flower hanging at the bottom of his.
It's not helpful when
Yeah.
you go and it goes. Ka-plunk.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting.
I
there
know.
to be
I think we
chunks.
all kind of like made the face like, ooh.
Yeah.
So
John's gonna adjust the bell curve accordingly. Don't worry about that.
That's
all right, I'm gonna give it a 4-5.
Oh, so that's a really high score.
Wow. That's not where I thought you were going to go with that after your last comment.
So, I am sure it's better than what I'm going to give it. I'm not going to kill it. It's not. I'm going to blame Pete for this one.
There you go.
Were you actually able to get any of the flavor without the hop in it, like to try to get a drink?
It was
taste, or
tainted.
Not so much.
It was tainted.
Okay.
It sucks.
But
good.
from like I can tell this is a really good beer. I just unfortunately in the small sample have
short
this
straw.
huge amount of hop matter in my glass, which is very quickly, making it go. Ugh. So I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Okay.
I think that's very respectable, though.
Yes,
That's-
it
Yeah.
is.
Giving the beer the benefit of what it is and still having to deal with what you had. I even would expect you going a little lower than that, to be honest. But
Yeah, so that is a 4 average, and
Perfect.
I would like to try this again. Chances are it would get a higher score from me, but from what's in my glass,
Yeah, that's.
and to be like, it's
or
in,
you could get another hop.
it's in the can, and so honestly, if you don't know, and you open the can, like you don't shake it, you don't roll it, whatever, and you just open the can and you drink, when you get to the bottom, that's what it's going to be,
Yep.
and that's
Not pleasant.
not pleasant.
Well, even if you do a general roll,
That's just
know
going to
that-
mix it up with everything.
You said you're gonna blame me. I didn't know there was a speed bump in there.
I know. That's fair. That's
It was
fair.
like the DOS boot. I didn't turn it, and the air
Yes.
bubble got me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like that is just that has turned from what was that kind of a nice pineapple yellow color to like that is a pale green sickly.
Yeah,
Ugh.
look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those weren't chunks. That was just chopped up
Yeah.
hops.
Matt,
John.
because I know you had a little bit in yours too.
Actually, I had it looked like I had it in there, but after I drank it, I realized it's all gone. So mine must not have really affected much. I am actually going to split the difference of the other two over there and go 4 1/4 on this. Like, I really like it. It's got a great flavor. It's a decent ABV. It's pillowy. It's got everything that I like about the IPAs when they're crafted the way that I like them.
Yeah.
And it's just, considering it's an IPA, it's like, could go so high for me. But that was really, really good. I am very bummed that you had the bad hop experience that you had in your glass.
I thought the other one was going to give me heartburn. It's coming from this.
Yeah. I can see that.
Cool.
All right, well, we're going to go to a commercial break. You guys going to get some Tums, some bourbon. Try to offset this.
Yeah, so anything else? So I know Russell's flying, so we're probably not going to get the best part
of the week.
The pet name of the week. But definitely always, if you're not watching us on Mondays, tune in to the Nightcap with Hecubus on Turfs Up Radio. That is going to be Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 5 to 7 p.m. specifically Pacific Time.
Good job.
About that.
It's the DJ voice there.
Yeah, had to do that. So, huge shout out to Russell and Turfs Up Radio. Thanks for hosting our Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Review podcast. And yeah, anything else? Ugly Pete's, Water Performance Technology. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
we just brought out another brewery.
Nice. This is on in addition to the Fairmount Brewery.
No. This is
the Fairmount. Okay.
Yeah. So we stole a nice piece of business from a competitor that sucks at their job.
Nice.
So that's
It's
good.
Fairmont, Indiana.
It is.
It is.
But it's Bad Dad Brewing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm
So.
like, there's more than one brewery in Fairmont. I was like, wow, I didn't know.
No, but it's a big one. They've grown a lot.
I hope
And they're
their
getting
beer
bigger.
tastes better now that they have better water.
And they supposedly
Well,
do
so-
New York style pizza, which water is, of course, very important.
It is very
Yeah.
important. And they have one of those big, like, ceramic ovens, the fancy
Wood
ovens.
fired.
Yeah.
I've never been there when it's on because I'm always there before everything's open.
I've heard their pizza's pretty fire. I've never had it, but so far to
We have to do it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty fire.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a TF. I was ready that time. Sorry.
Nice.
But shout out to all our sponsors. So, yes. But yeah, we'll get ready. We'll take a break. Come back with some dark beers in hour 2, like we do. And I'll go ahead for now. Sign off. I'm Mudhog B&Q. We have
Ugly Pete's barbecue.
Backyard beer check.
Off-screen Matt.
all right. Ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Shut
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and nothing hats. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys. Two bearded guys.
He's filling in for now, though.
And I'm filling in for I mess up when I shave my beard and I shave it all off. It's day.
Do you have a beard accident?
It's day 23 hours.
I was gonna say, it's day 23. Well, it looks great, Pete. Keep going, bud. I have
Shaved
faith in
last
you.
night before I went to bed.
Well, welcome back to hour 2, where the beers get darker and so does the music.
Yeah,
Right? Did I get that right? Is that how you said that?
that's how I said
Sounds
it.
about right.
Maybe the other way around, but
I was wondering, actually. I thought about
lead
that.
with the music because, it starts the hour, but that
Where's
works
the
either
music
way.
gets
It
darker and
works
so
either
does the
way.
beer? See, I couldn't remember. Damn it, I screwed that up.
Close enough.
Well-
Sounded good both ways.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good, good.
It still works. Don't worry.
No one would have noticed if I had said anything.
That's true.
Nope.
That's classic me.
Yep.
Well, I'm Mudhog being cute.
Ugly Pete.
Backyard beer chick.
And you never want to see him.
Off-screen Matt.
Good job.
Everyone's even.
Should like Mudhog.
TVG underscore.
Yeah,
Behind the
Opsguy.
screen guy.
Yeah, the one you can't see or hear this week.
No show Opsguy.
Ooh.
Yes. But it is stout time.
It is
It
stout
is stout
time.
time.
So I came in hot. As all you guys knew, I know I was running late. I thought 7:45 instead of 6:45. It's like it's the first time I've ever been on this show.
I know. The phone call was
And-
pretty funny.
You might be double digits now.
Oh, for sure. If it's a hosting second time.
Yeah.
So, and they're always better without Tyler here.
Look at that
Always.
smile.
I think
He's like, oh my God.
proof
No, I
positive.
get it.
He's like, there's so much better without Tyler. Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's like when you find that fall or winter beer right in the early spring, and you're like, I think it's still good. I'm gonna drink that sucker right out of your. So, but I
Where are you
picked
going?
no. But I picked the fruit stripe beer. But this one, if I'd had time to read, it looks fantastic. From Southern Tier Brewing Company, the Blackwater Series Nitro, S'mores Imperial Milk Stout, ale with chocolate, graham cracker, and a vanilla flavor added. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, so they added. I already know where you're going. All
And
right,
flavor.
and there's no other info added other than it's 10%.
All right.
All right, he's
And
like,
it's-
I'm
Hour
back.
two.
He goes,
And it's only a 9.3 ounce. Oh, yeah.
What's that sound?
The
It was-
nitro.
It was
It
angry.
was nitro.
It was angry.
Speaking of Nitro, when I was in Cincinnati over the weekend,
Oh, look at that.
we had a buddy of mine had some Rheingeist Penguin, their blonde coffee stout,
Okay.
and they had it nitro canned.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I like this beer. I like nitro. Let's see how this goes. Not good. No.
Really? Oftentimes, if you have a coffee beer, oftentimes it's very good if you put it on a nitro.
But it's a blonde stout.
Yeah,
so,
I've never.
But it's a coffee.
Yeah, but the blonde
There's no
stout
chunks.
didn't work with the
If you hear a
nitro.
clunk,
It
it's gonna be-
was frothy on the
It's the
top,
nitro.
like
Oh,
a
it's
Guinness, but it was flat beneath it, so it
I
didn't
have one more
work.
of these at home.
That's
And
a
I was
shame.
really bummed. And we both
I know
took
where
a
to get
drink,
them.
looked up at each other, were like,
Oh yeah, because I have one.
Right.
it was just in synchrony.
It smells
It
so
smells
good.
good.
I know.
It
It smells so
good.
good.
Yeah.
This,
Oh,
this
see,
Oh.
Tyler's not here. I was like, I'm finally gonna redeem myself. He's like, I doubt it. Now he's not here, so.
Thank you, Tyler, for not being here. I haven't even tried it yet, and I'm like, my
It
mouth hurts from
smells
smiling.
really good.
Smells like a s'more.
It sure does.
I had it like super cold, so this has been sitting for like an hour, so maybe
Oh.
it tastes a little bit better. No?
It's
Oh,
good.
your face! I was like, no.
It's good. I like it.
Well, I know where to get some.
John's upset because he wants to hate it because it's got vanilla flavor,
Flavoring.
but not vanilla. But he can't take
He can't-
the
he-
difference
Tastes like
right now.
chocolate milk. Tastes like
problem
creamy.
is-
It's like tastes
The
like
problem
hot
is he
cocoa.
wants to hate it, but he likes it so much.
Yep.
It does.
We're getting
It
your
tastes
size
like
down.
It's
John.
like that chick flick
You
you're
were
watching.
so
you
close.
want to hate it.
I was more along the lines of, God, I still got some Chex Mix in my mouth. Let's throw it
Oh. It tastes like chocolate milk. Like
It does.
creamy chocolate milk.
with like a little smoke. This has everything flavor-wise that a s'more should have. It's got the marshmallow, it's got the chocolate, it's got the graham, it's got the smoke.
So glad I decided to
Because
bring this one to you.
everyone wants to burn like half the marshmallow,
go
right?
with
That's not the right way to do it. I'm just not here to tell you, but everyone does it anyways.
What do you do?
What?
Burn the whole thing?
Burn
the whole
half the
thing.
marshmallow.
No,
Burn the whole
do you
thing.
burn the whole thing?
No!
Oh no, you burn the whole outside, lick your fingers, pull the skin off, and then cook your marshmallow ready for it. Eat the outside.
The burn.
You don't throw the
fair.
whole marshmallow on. You eat the outside first.
I've actually done that.
Look,
shit.
see,
Yeah,
you're like
I have.
this
That's
is
just
the
because of what happens. You go to pull it off and like the outside just
And
comes
then
off
you
and you're
eat
like,
it.
oh, well, it's already on.
eat
Might as
it,
well eat this.
And then you,
and
yeah.
and if you do it right, then you get to have 2 marshmallows on. See, you guys.
Wait, so you're doing like the kid with OCD eating a Swiss roll where you gotta like unwrap the chocolate coating, then you gotta unroll it, you gotta lick all the cream off, make it into a ball, and then eat the cake
I've never
separately?
done
What's
that
wrong with
before.
that?
One of my buddies in high school used to do that. I'm like, you're the weirdest fucking dude.
I do that all the time.
It wasn't
done that,
OCD.
yeah.
He was just super weird. Like,
Well,
hey,
how
don't
is
go
that
spend
any-
the night at that kid's house with
feel
open
attacked.
knives around.
How is that any different than
feel attacked.
unscrewing an Oreo, eating all the cream out of the middle, and then eating the cookies?
No, I just threw
Or
the cookies
unscrew the
away.
Oreos. Yeah, see, exactly.
Throw that,
Oh, no,
throw
that's
that
when you
shitty
take the
burnt
cookies.
chocolate chip cookie
No,
away.
you take the cookies
That's
and you put it in your
American,
glass of
goddammit.
milk and let it get all soft, and then you make like a shake out of it.
What is the right way to eat? What was it? The
Oreos?
The Oreo?
the Swiss roll. Yeah.
I guess you
Right,
just bite it.
You just
I don't know.
open it and
I
eat it?
If
I
you're,
guess
if you're
if you're
if
savage
you're
like
vanilla,
that,
if you're
yeah.
just white bread.
You usually just don't take your food apart when you eat it. Is the key.
How do you eat your Kit Kat?
That's what I was gonna bring up.
You just eat it.
No.
No.
You don't break it? You have to break it. I gotta do like a bar at a
Why
time.
are you acting? Apparently, you guys have extra time to throw around in your life. Then you deconstruct your food before
Also,
you eat it.
Let me
I
explain.
don't eat Kit
Do
Kat
you
'cause
take a
they're gross.
sandwich and pull the ham and the cheese and everything off and then eat it separately?
Well, no, it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. This is
it
different,
came
Pete.
already pre-made altogether.
No, Kit Kat. I was poor growing up, so getting a candy bar was like a special treat. I had to make that sucker last as long as I could. You'd break each bar apart. I'd eat all the chocolate off first, and then break each individual wafer off, and then eat them. I still do it that way.
She is
That
not
is
wrong.
making that last.
No, I do the same thing.
Somebody else is like me.
I also grew up poor, but
Well,
See, I'm the other way. I
I
take
would
my
make-
hand,
He grew up rich.
smash the packet, open the packet, and just pour it all in my mouth and Kit Kat dust.
rich,
don't know.
Richie Rich.
Yeah,
Richie
Richie
Rich.
Rich.
And then you go to
and
stand
then
and
you
shake
know what?
a milkshake and
Richie
just
Rich,
wash it down.
and then he
right?
grabs another.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Actually, because it took you so long to eat yours, I took half of yours and shoved it in my mouth.
Well, that's funny. You
Oh,
you
yeah.
must have been the
God
boy
damn
that
it.
I punched in the face and then punched in the dick to get my Kit Kat back.
Ha! Joke's on you. I eat faster than that.
Oh, I thought you were
loser.
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say jokes on you. I don't have a dick.
Nope, my wife has it. Never get to use it.
There you go.
Neither does she.
That you know of. You're not home right now.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, God.
You win on that one. Then you know who
Touche,
gets to go
motherfucker.
first. I do.
Have
Do
at
you?
it. This is delicious.
So I really liked this beer until she was giving me shit and I found out that she brought it. And
I don't
so...
care. It doesn't matter to me.
No, I do like it. It is really good. It is everything it
Yeah,
said
his-
it was going to
his
be
now.
on the can,
Rich kid. Look at that.
right? I'm going to go really high here. I'm going to go 475.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. You know, I think it is about as good as you can get with artificial flavors.
If
Like-
you wouldn't have said that, would you have known it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it only said vanilla flavor. Everything else didn't say flavor.
No, it's to me, especially vanilla is the easiest one to detect if it's actual bean or if it's. Which, if they want to prove me wrong and tell me they use actual bean, then I'd gladly be wrong. But then I would actually, my opinion would go down more. But I think it's done really well. If I see it again, I'll gladly buy it again because I'm like, okay, yeah, this beer, unlike 903, this beer kind of fucks a little bit. But I'm gonna go 375. I'm not gonna seek it out.
I know where to get it.
So I'm not gonna seek it out.
I know you don't. I can tell you where it's at, and I can buy it and bring it to you.
I mean, if you do that, I'd gladly drink it. If I saw it on the shelf, I'd be like, oh, that was good. I'd buy it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I know where it's at, so I don't have to seek for it. I
You like
I'm
that?
sick of
There you
that.
go.
Well, we'll talk afterwards.
Oh,
Oh,
now Richie Rich P
Yeah.
wants to be my friend. Okay,
Oh, Richie Rich now.
Mister, I eat 2 Kit Kats all at once.
I'm sorry, you're slow.
No, I'm poor and I know how to savor.
All right, so just go ahead and vote on your own beer
What is-
here
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of giving me shit.
I'm gonna go 425.
425.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think this tasted better than the first time I had it because I think
Apparently,
it
I
warmed up
really
a little
like
bit.
this thing. 4.25
Yeah,
average.
it's 425 average. Matt,
John?
where do you fall on this?
A little torn. I like the flavor of it enough to give it a 4.25. I don't know that I would search it out personally to get it though. What should you say 3.75? So I'm going to split the difference. Go 4.
All right.
I like it.
Out of respect to the beer because it's good enough to get that.
It is, well, for artificial flavors, the best artificially flavored beer I've ever had.
It was tasty.
It's still just artificial flavors.
It was so good.
What did you give it, John?
375.
Okay, all right. I'm not far off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
Let's
Mr.
go.
Artificial flavor over there. So we have Sun King's Bourbon Barrel Shadow Proof Barrel Aged Imperial Stout.
There's a lot of barrels and imperials on that.
There was, and they give you no information, which is nice because you have nothing to expect.
It's
Small
a
money,
base.
isn't this like a small money beer?
Yep, Small Money was on last week.
I know.
And,
Put the ABV on there.
They
Mr.
normally
Tester.
do.
Ooh.
And yes, they fill their cans to the very, very brim.
You know what? You lose nothing.
You gain points for that.
I will tell you once again, like next month we're a few weeks out from their Shadow Proof day, and the horchata beer is fire. It is so good.
Is that the what's
Mexican.
the
Yeah.
pineapple one we had?
That was
Yeah, that sounded really good that you guys had a couple weeks ago. I was like jealous.
No, it was
yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
Oh,
It was
I thought
about
that
a year
the one
ago.
You talked about like
I forget the name of that one, but it was pretty solid. That was a good beer.
yeah, that was really good.
I don't know if I have another one.
It had a cool can art on it too.
But
So-
when they come out, get the horchata one. You will not be sad about it.
The good part about this, it's dark enough that
It's pouring like engine oil.
if you ran out of oil in your car, you just open one of these bad boys.
no, don't give me any more. Give it to Matt.
Glad we're on the same page here.
You want some of my map? Or my little baby glass?
I already know that I don't want this because I don't like Sun King beer. I don't care.
It's like that 420. I mean 450.
Like,
Nah.
I've got to preface, if you're not a big Sun King fan, I'm not a fan of their staple beers, but their rotating stuff, their small batch stuff is
It does have a
usually
nice
pretty solid.
coating on the inside of the
I
glass.
think this is going to
yeah.
be one of those
It's a
where
pretty color. The color of the head is just gorgeous.
it smells a little smoother than I expected to.
So I can't hate on Sun King because I'm with you. A lot of their base beers I'm not a big fan of, but they did a really good job early on being the guy that made craft beers.
Smells like, that's for sure.
They made craft beers for the general public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like WeMac is not for the beer guy, but a guy that likes a little bit of flavor and doesn't want a light beer, that's him. If you
Exactly.
just want a generic IPA, you go get the Osiris.
There's nothing wrong with
Just a
that.
generic, just beer, you get the cream ale.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's-
nobody even knew what cream ale was.
No.
they're definitely
Nobody that
Wait,
wasn't a
do you
thing
know
that
how many
existed
people in
Indiana.
Indiana? How many people in Indiana? That was their first craft beer. I'm sure thousands and
Oh,
thousands.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, they have their place. They've done great things for
I ain't mad
beer
at him.
in
They're
general.
they're a wonderful partner in the industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm
and
not
they
mad
give,
at him. I
don't
just,
they give all the breweries, like a lot of breweries, yeast
Yeah.
and all that stuff? I mean,
Yep.
they share a lot because they know if we all succeed,
They get it.
and we all make money.
Yep.
Right?
They get it.
yeah, I ain't mad at him. I just,
Man, this
Oh.
thing
Again-
just sticks to the glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their stuff they
I don't
have
know
the
if you
Hot Rod
see it.
Lincoln, the Cherry Busey, like this, like that chocolate orange one we had. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's smaller stuff
like
that
the
they do
nose
for
on it.
festivals, funds, and
Smells
limited
like
releases.
rubbing alcohol,
That's
but
the
it
stuff
tastes
to get
better
for
than
Sunky because that's the really good shit.
Yep.
And I think Pete, you nailed it perfectly. Like their standard staple core beers are more getting into craft beer, like, or if you just want something
it's like
more,
the everyman's like,
yeah,
I
it's,
want to be
it's
fancier than Coors Light.
which it is the mass market
You're
appeal.
the guy
that
in
was a
college
strategy.
that
like,
wants a little more flavor.
yeah.
Right? Or you're coming out of college, you finally got some money, but you don't know what good beer tastes like. Go to their beers
Everybody
first.
knows Sun King in
You,
Indiana.
Sun King,
I mean,
you try out their beers. It's a great base where to start from.
Their
And then
base
you go-
beers are the perfect example of a 3.
beginners.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly average beer, which is what it should be.
I will tell
That's
you-
why we say core beers should be perfectly average.
It's funny though. When I was in Fort Wayne last week, I said something got said. I was talking to some people at a different brewery, and I talked about Sun King, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, Where do you live?" And they're like, "Here in Fort Wayne." I'm like, "All the time?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You've never heard of Sun King?" And they're like, "Well, I think I've seen it." And I'm like, "You've never had Sun King?" That's like
Second largest
Indiana's
brewer in
like.
the state.
I'm like, that's like Indiana's like, father of the beer, craft beer. And they're,
Upland?
Three Floyds is first.
Three Floyds.
Uplands, I think, is third.
Three Floyds?
and they're
Oh, yeah.
closed.
By a
I mean,
lot.
because everybody wanted zombie dust.
Yeah,
but
but
I think it's more their
but
output
you know
than their
what's
actual building size.
I mean, now the brew pub
let's
is
not
closed.
let's not shadow away
Yeah.
from this beer.
Yeah, there you go.
But-
There you go.
I don't know. Rum shot doesn't seem appropriate
Didn't
for
quite
that.
work,
But
but it was a good attempt.
You know what I find funny is you
Overshadow.
can't find this.
Oh, if you use overshadow, yeah, that would work better. Let's not overshadow this beer, Pete.
You know what? I don't like you anymore.
yeah, I think you just
We're running out
overshadowed.
of people I
I'm
like.
helping
But
you out. I'm helping you
Well,
out.
your boyfriend's still here.
Yeah, John.
yeah, but you know what?
And I'll defend him right now, John. I think you overshadowed Pete's attempt there.
I did, actually. That's true.
But you know
God,
what?
you're such a dick, Tyler. I mean, John.
Someone's got to do it when he's not here. I
Yep,
guess.
gotta be abrasive. To Pete's point, like, you can't go out and find this right now.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
you can't. You can go find
Which is why this is the good shit. You got to find these ones
Sunlight,
from them.
Osiris, Weemac,
well,
whatever
or-
the other one is.
Now they do. I will to their credit, they have, or at least last
This
time I was
is-
there, they had
I
a fantastic,
really like it.
gigantic poster billboard thing saying what seasonal beers they had at what time, so you can
Right.
plan accordingly. And I'm pretty sure, stick to that schedule pretty regularly because they seem like they're pretty on their shit.
They are.
But
Yeah.
so that way you can find like, oh well, if I like Shadowproof, or I like Hot Rod Lincoln, I like Cherry View, so you can see when they're coming out and go to get them. But yeah, they're usually like maybe a season and then they're gone,
Yeah, that is
or
true.
until they sell out.
It's roasty. It's got some good caramel chocolate undertones to it. It's not overly bitter, but it's like I said, some of that roast provides some of the bitterness that you might want. It's a wonderful base beer, and when you're talking about all the different variants that they do, then that's what they're going to use for the base on that. So,
Which, to Jennifer's point, with this being a barrel-aged imperial stout, this thing's pretty gosh darn smooth.
it is actually.
I really would like to know what the ABV is on this.
No,
Ooh, are we gonna put? Don't look. Let's play the game.
Is it on the can though?
I don't think it was.
I don't
'cause he
think it's
looked.
on the can.
I feel like
I
can look
I
it
look.
up.
There was no info.
I
But
can.
let's go.
I can.
I'm gonna say.
Here, I'm blind. Give me the
Well,
can.
you go
I don't
ahead
have
and
my
go
glasses
first
on.
since you.
I actually do go first, but from a.
John might have some insider knowledge on this
No,
from prior
I mean,
life.
I do actually.
I
So
don't have my glasses on,
I
so
know
I
that
can't read it
oftentimes
anyway.
with Shadowproof, they brew it initially, and
why did it come
then
up?
they'll get the high gravity blend,
And when
so
it-
which
oh,
normally
I
will be
gotta
like
search it.
13 to 15%, and then they'll reuse it and just make another batch with the same grains, and that'll come in about 8-9%, and then the final Shadowproof is they'll blend the two.
Okay.
So
So it didn't come up.
Well, no,
So-
I'll search it, but it's like, yeah, it didn't come up by the barcode.
But I mean, it's a hot beer.
yeah,
I think
you
so.
could-
I'm
But
very,
it's-
yeah.
okay.
No, hold on. It's not boozy. But as you
A little
drink
bit.
But you know it's there.
You know it's there.
It doesn't hide it, but
Ears
it-
are a little warm.
it's maybe not-
You know, you get the. You're like.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be as telling.
I'm not
as-
guessing because I just saw what it was. So.
Yeah, it's not going to be as telling as
gonna-
what it is, but
I'm
it's,
a little-
it's
I'm
letting you know it's
surprised.
there.
You're Bob.
I'm
Bob.
gonna say it's 12-2.
Okay.
John?
I'm gonna go with 10-5.
Okay.
Wow, disparaging difference. You said 12-2?
12-2, 10-5.
I want to go higher, but I'm sure that's not right. 11-5.
And the winner would be Ugly Peter.
It's 13, isn't it?
13.6.
God damn it! I should have gone with my gut.
I knew. It's you know what?
Ooh, they have peppermint son of a shadowproof.
What I like. So
Coconut bourbon barrel
Shadowproof does this
Shadowproof?
every
Oh.
time, every year. Not only does it coat the glass, but like the head on it, the foam on it, everything has color.
Yeah.
There's nothing that doesn't have color. It's fantastic. And I think I've had this before
The
on
original,
here.
I mean, just the regular
Probably.
Shatterproof, not the bourbon barrel.
And
the
and
original
it's-
Shatterproof is 12.1.
And it's sat for a year, so this has calmed down a little bit. It's not quite as hot as we would have as it would have been a year ago. So do I go first on this one?
You
No,
do.
it's me. I
No,
think. See? Me? See?
I don't know.
See?
Who went first at the very beginning?
Oh, me.
I mean, it doesn't really matter to me.
1, 2,
I mean,
3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's you.
All right.
It's to you.
It's really good.
banana. Who's the banana?
Great base beer. I'm gonna go 4.25. I really enjoy this, and cannot wait for Shatterproof Day.
That's one of your highest of the night.
Yeah.
So this isn't my jam, and I had in my head the whole like, shut up. I had in my head the whole it's like, oh, Sun Kings. I've been burned by Sun Kings special releases before, and they were just not my favorite at all. The nose on this, I was not looking forward to it, but it tasted way better than
It smelled.
it smelled. Yeah, completely. I mean, it's. Why are you laughing at me? He's such a jerk.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to give it, I mean, I know if Tyler was here, he'd probably punch me in the boob or something, but 3.75 is what I'm going to go.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a really good.
Yeah.
You know what? The
mean,
way
yeah,
you
it's
describe it, you went in thinking you were gonna hate
Oh,
it.
yeah, I totally did. I
You
smelled
don't
it. I was like, oh.
You don't even like that, right?
I'm working.
That style
I'm
of
working
beer.
on stouts. I'm
Right.
slowly working in.
I feel
there.
the same way about sours. People are like,
yeah,
oh,
I
it's a
get it.
sour. I'm like, oh, I'm
See,
gonna
and I
hate
love.
this shit.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
jealous I didn't get to come last week with that sour you guys had that even he liked. I was like, oh, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And just to let you know, you don't have to power that down. John and I will help you out.
That's why I said
I'll jump
quick.
in on that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's.
So I'm gonna go the other way. I love. There's an avalanche.
Yep, he went the other way.
Sure did.
So, but I really like. I mean, this is one of the barrel aged stouts that
Matt's cutting off
the
what it
color
is.
stays in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
runs.
mean, I am mad.
It stays in. The flavor's there. You get the
I mean,
hint
look
of the
at that.
bourbon.
Look at
but
the
it-
cup.
I
It's
know,
like, it's like
yes.
fucking coating.
Look at that.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
almost
nice.
like molasses.
That's a nice coating.
Yeah.
glass.
The only sad part about this coating, that some a-hole out there is drinking out of the can and doesn't know that
Recognize it.
happens,
Yeah,
right?
that's-
You're
that's pretty. I mean,
he's
that's a
not getting to
great-
enjoy that. He's sitting by a campfire somewhere,
Right.
enjoying himself, but he's not
And it's
getting
still
to
going to
see.
taste just as good.
It is.
Like a
No,
five
it's
on,
not.
like enjoying it like a 5-on-1?
301.
Oh.
301.
5-on-1.
I
5-on-1. I think he said 301.
Yep, I got what he's laying down.
I gotcha. Picking it up.
So
I'm not picking that one up.
I rate and the bourbon barrels a little differently. I am going to go to 4.25 on
Yep.
this.
All right.
So
I'm
That-
working my way up to.
That's a
really
4.
liking these, so yeah.
It's not top tier in the country, like as far as these go. It's not on that level, but it's solid. It's really
But
good.
for being something local available here when it comes out,
Yeah.
Sorry.
and being the way it tastes and everything, like I am sure I've had Shatterproof before, but I don't really recall specifically having it. I would like to go and get more of this.
And they don't price it like it's top tier either. It's
Yeah, definitely a raise
you
on
know,
that.
you get 2 16-ounce cans for typically $20. So $10 a can.
yeah.
It's not
And
like
for
you're
a
gonna sit there and-
barrel-aged
It's not like you're going to sit there and like, pound the freaking
And
can. I
it's
mean,
13%.
Right.
You only need 2 of them.
Right.
right?
And it's
It's
a
going to take
can.
you a while.
Well,
to
not
drink
you
it.
and I, but
And it's a can with
Richie
twist
Rich
cap,
over
so
here, he's like, glug, glug, glug.
easily
Oh, wait,
just-
I'm going to steal yours because you're not drinking it fast enough.
And let's do your Kit Kats too. You gotta be
Yeah, that's
careful.
right.
we have hit a button with it.
Kit Kat, that's what gets you.
no, the Richie Rich is pissing me off.
that's
I'm
all-
like the poor guy, and
Like, all
all
the
of a
time
sudden
you've
I'm
been over
like
here,
Richie
like Kit
Rich.
Kat's been the hot button we just never discovered.
No, I was more like,
I can't wait to see him.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. What are you gonna? Hey, while you're waiting on me, what would you give this?
I think you said 4 1/4.
I know.
Is that what you said? I think
I know you don't. That's why I'm like, really?
Yes, I perfectly agree with that. It's really good. It's very well done. It's got a great flavor. It's not a sneaky, but a smooth 13. Like, it doesn't hide its
right.
hair, but you wouldn't guess that if you didn't know it.
Well, obviously none of y'all
And-
did, so.
Oh.
Wanted to, but...
None
He
of y'all-
always wants to.
None of
Well,
y'all.
no, John's scared up. He's like, well, they blend it with 9%. I'm like, well, they can't get up to 13.
He always wants to. He
Yeah.
never does.
Didn't he get burned once? He said really high and it was like something really low, and he was like, never again.
Right, well, probably
got
because
burned
Tyler
because
was
it
a
was a
super
0.1
dick to him
Well,
when
that's
he
what I'm
did
saying,
it.
yeah.
And then he broke him. Tyler's done that to a lot of people.
Tyler does like to break people. That's
Well,
for sure.
you can't break me.
Ah, I like it.
Oh,
So
so
no,
many.
that was good. I'm glad we had that one. And once again, one last pitch. The horchata coming out. Awesome.
So is this from Sun King?
Yes.
I've not had it.
I had a sneak peek on a brew day because we brew over at Small Money's house. Yeah, it was awesome.
Allegedly, you had that.
Allegedly, yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to say I did,
Yeah.
but whatever.
It might have been. It may have been a one-off.
Allegedly.
Something. Yeah, exactly.
Well, so
Like the ostrich.
Yeah.
little shout out to Sun King though. On their tasting rooms, they have stuff that's unlabeled. And they'll just go IPA 1, IPA 2, and they're trying new stuff. And you try it, and sometimes you try something and it's garbage.
Yeah.
And you don't like it. And then other stuff, you're like, this is awesome, please put this in a can. Please give it a name. Not IPA 28, but give it a name so I can enjoy whatever's in this keg.
Yeah.
And you ask the bartenders, they don't know any different. They're like, we don't know what's in it. And I'm like, oh, you're killing me.
Yeah, they don't know.
Like, I'm getting mosaic. I feel it. I feel it's in there. There's some Galaxy hops because I like
Citra
those.
because everybody
I like
puts Citra
those.
and everything.
Yeah.
I've got to say, a little tester for that
Azaka.
beer. I had to rinse
The
those
easy
extra
AZ.
thoroughly because it was
Yeah.
still coating the glass.
So
Thank you.
thick. A thick, smooth, viscous mouthfeel.
Oh, I was
But-
like, oh shit. It's here.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
It's
I'm
very-
really excited
What
for
is
this
it? What
one,
is
though,
it?
too.
Viscous?
I am too.
Yeah.
Because I love Listerman, and I think this is like a version of their Nutcase, which is a huge
This
beer
is
for
Matt's
I
them.
think
like
this is
love.
technically a porter, right?
And I'm still in the cap.
I
So
think it is actually.
I think it's
just
a
in the
porter.
pocket.
We probably got an extra one back there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
We got a lot of
Caps.
Listermans.
And I don't know. I've got so many freaking containers of caps at home. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
We can make friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
Beer buddies.
BFF bracelets, beer friends forever.
BYBC bracelets.
No.
Oh, that sounds dirtier.
Yeah, I like that.
No, that's BBC bracelets.
Oh, well, now we're definitely getting there.
That's what Tyler wants.
BYBC.
Yeah, it's BYBC. John.
BYBC.
Bring your own.
BYBBC.
Bring your own.
BYBB. Oh my god. Well, yeah.
It's the crossover no one was expecting.
Oh, Matthew.
Some big triumphant bastard on your wrist
You gotta
flopping
put it on the
around.
thing. Put it on the- you can't. You gotta
Oh, I
read it.
thought we were going with the deck.
Yep, so we have Listerman Brewing Company. We have the Imperial Nut Chase with coffee.
Ooh, see?
Ooh, coffee. I
It
do
says
like
Nut
coffee.
Chase.
Very, very
Imperial
nutty.
Very-
Porter brewed
yeah,
with
nutty.
peanut butter
Jelly time.
with the with the coffee and natural flavor added.
Natural
So-
flavor added. Okay.
I feel like Listerman, for lots of things, does do extracts and things.
Oh.
But I think periodically they'll do the real thing. So they're weird to me. I don't understand them as a brewery.
But it smells like all peanut butter.
It does.
It does.
Yeah,
It
there's
does.
no
So,
coffee. I don't.
I want to.
Their base porter of this Nutcase is a very peanut buttery beer. Butt Pirate stuff, when they were at the A tap
Butt
room,
Pirate?
we made sure to go there because
They go to that bar.
don't ask. But you know, she
been to
made
that bar.
she
Dollar
had
beers?
she wanted to go there so she could get
Ha.
this specifically. This is a pretty big beer for Listerman, and this is then the variant that's got, like you said, the coffee in there too.
I don't smell
And
any.
I already
I don't
read it, so I
smell
know what
coffee.
ABV
I
is,
smell
so I can
peanut
cheat.
butter.
But I'll be honest.
So, what do you think on ABV? She already took a taste.
I haven't tasted, like... All right.
I think it tastes kind of weak.
Oh, it's wearing the mask from Hannibal Lecter.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, the peanut, their Nutcase character is wearing the Silence of the Lambs mask and got the straight jacket on
I'll go 11-8.
Straight jacking on. What?
That's right there.
because he hasn't
Why
jacked it
do I
off.
need to
That's just a
hold it
straight
back here
jacket.
so you can see it without the glasses on? I don't know. Or you...
Well, it depends on which eye I'm looking at. If they're both different, so
So what do you think on ABV?
11-8.
Okay. I already know, so I can't guess.
I already know. I read it earlier.
Ah.
I say 8.5.
All right. So, what I do like that
think
they
it's-
do
I
something a
think
little
it's weak.
different here. They
Especially
call
after
it
that
their
last one.
triple digit series. So it's anything that's double digit
Well, I
plus
understand,
whatever.
yes.
Right? Yeah, well,
I get it.
I didn't know if you were slow tonight. It's 11-2.
Right.
And you know what? It
At
drinks
least I'm
like
not
a-
hooked on phonics, so...
you know what? Most engineers are.
That's why they deal with numbers.
That's
You
right.
must have nice handwriting then.
Nope.
Do you have engineer handwriting?
Nope.
No?
Should have been a handicapped doctor.
Oh.
Oh.
That's bad handwriting.
Dr. Death, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'd kill a lot of people. They call me Kevorkian.
And they'd have Joshua Jackson play you, so he's hot. So.
Yeah, there you are. Boom.
How'd you get Joshua Jackson?
He's in Dr. Death. He's in the...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Press on Netflix.
That one.
No, it's on Peacock.
So it is peanut butter on the nose. It is coffee E on the back.
Yeah. I don't taste peanut butter when I...
Mouthfeel is
Make it-
oily.
Yeah.
I think it's very thin.
What is
Compared,
a porter?
well, especially compared to the last one, it was like had a thick and it was like coating and it was like.
Now
yeah.
this is a porter, not a stout, though.
That's
as
right.
Well.
Well, I know that's the difference.
So,
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's-
after the last one, this is like watery.
Who picked this lineup?
I wasn't here
Pete?
to fix it. I'm sorry.
Pete,
No, I went base before flavor.
No, so I do. I mean,
I mean that's fine. It's not bad, but it's not.
I'm like getting the coffee, like Pete said, more
I'm
at
not
the
getting
end.
any coffee.
But I'm not getting a really robust
you get to
coffee.
go first.
I know. I already know my
It's
score.
more so like the coffee aftertaste.
No.
There's a roast in there, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a good coffee aftertaste.
It's really the roast is
Coffee
swallowed up
drink.
by the oily peanut butter.
So I feel like it's their porter, and they added peanut butter and a sixtel.
What I was disappointed is it said brewed with peanut butter. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe they, but it really just feels like they did a peanut butter extract.
I'm not pleasant.
Their can art's awesome though.
Yes.
I like the I mean, the can art's awesome. The coloring, you usually don't get a dark gold, like labeled bottle.
Yeah.
I'm giving them. I'm reaching to make things better. I don't have to go first, so it's good. I do like the legs on it. It's another one that has a great foam. From the standpoint that it's a stout and it's not a white foam, it's
And
got
it's not
that.
even a stout.
Yeah, it's not a stout.
It's a dark beer. Thank you.
The aftertaste is not that fantastic. So I'm sitting here now.
Off screen, Matt's gonna tackle you.
I don't
No, I'm just
care.
like, I don't know. You drink coffee and then you kind of get that coffee aftertaste.
No,
Like,
that's not a coffee aftertaste.
I don't drink a lot of coffee.
I
but
drink
a
coffee
show.
every day.
I don't drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go last.
So Jennifer, what would you?
We got two more. Oh shit, we gotta start throwing on the gas here, boys and girls.
Oh yeah.
I give it a 3. And that's generous from me.
Oh, you came right to me, didn't you? I wasn't
CC.
even. I'm having difficulty with this. So I like the
Change my
ABV,
score, but-
right?
I'm
No.
gonna go lower, but that's fine.
I like the ABV. I'm not going to search it out.
No,
It is a campfire beer.
if somebody just happened to have it.
Yeah. I would buy it because of the can art, because I'm a sucker for that bullshit. And if I had never tried it, I'd have a 6-pack of it, and
Well,
I'd
yeah, if you
probably
never
have
try
4
it.
beers left.
Right.
But that's what happens. My
Hey,
beer
Johnny,
fridge
want
is
some beer?
full of 4 beers of everything.
Yep.
I am gonna go a 3.25.
Okay, so peanut butter is one of those things. I think it's actually pretty difficult to pull off in a beer. When it's done really well, you know it. But oftentimes it is more of an extract that they use because it's cheap and it's easy to do. What you get with the extract is you get, to me, there's two defining characteristics with the extract. You get a huge peanut butter flavor on the nose. Huge. And, I mean, that's the first thing we noticed. We cracked it. We're like, oh, wow.
Peanut butter, yep.
Smell that peanut butter. And then you get that oily mouthfeel. And...
Get the fake aftertaste.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. I think the base beer is brewed pretty well. So I'm going to go with Pete on this at 3.25. It's a good beer.
It's fine.
For what they used, they pulled it off pretty well. It's just I'm not a fan of peanut butter extract. So
you've done a little bit of brewing and whatnot. So say you buy, like Costco sells a big thing of peanut butter, and you have to turn in
the natural
the oil on top. Would it be better in the beer to pour the oil off, put the peanut butter itself, or to put just the oil, or just mix it?
I can already tell you that, not just the oil.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out how do you get that great flavor in there.
the best peanut butter flavor I've had in a beer has been the Reese's peanut butter chips.
Okay.
So it has the added sugar.
It's a little bit more concentrated.
With that added
the
sugar,
chips
a little bit of
more
sweetness.
concentrated, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been my favorite.
I can understand.
I don't know. There's been a couple brewers who have done some good peanut butter. I don't know how they did theirs.
Right.
But from what I have seen and what I have done, the peanut butter chips has been the best.
Okay.
I could get nice.
A couple of quick people actually popping up here now. We got Burnt XD says Leo Cringy in the house.
Woo!
All caps.
That's Leo.
And then we've also got
Nice, Leo.
a Jennifer Farrar says, "What did you say about me?"
No, he was probably talking
Nothing
shit
to
about
You
me.
have the.
I'm the other Jennifer he was probably
good
talking
things.
shit about, so.
Yeah.
Oh, besides that, you own his dick and
He never
he
gets
never
to use
gets
it.
to use it.
By the way, the Leo.
Son is still watching.
So. He already knows she owns it. But
Well, he's not.
I
He's
made
like
you
6
feel-
or something, right?
no, he's 12. But
Well, yeah, he knows by now.
he already knows I'm
He's
with.
getting there.
He's got the internet.
That's
fine.
awesome.
Woo!
He knows
Yep,
about
and he just
shit.
found out. Sorry to rush, guys, but it's 1:45. We better get to this next beer.
All right. So
right.
we
'Cause we
have
got 2 more.
the Hubbard's Cave. We have a chocolate and blackberry pot de la creme.
No! Put the
Yes.
creme.
Pot de creme.
But a creme.
Whatever, man.
no, it's
fancy.
hot de
You know
la
what?
cream.
It's not pep. It's
You
not
know
pot de la
what you can
creme.
do is give it an American name. America.
Hell yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
Now,
it's
what'd
from
you think of the last
Chicago,
one?
So, I mean,
Well, he's pouring. What did you think of the last one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
enjoyed
haven't
it. There
had
was
this one. I
room
bought 2.
for it to have been better,
I know.
but I didn't think it was bad.
that one.
ABV, you know
Since you
me,
read it.
I kind of lean into that. I would probably go like a 3.5.
It's good. I don't know.
You know, a little bit ABV horror man and Lishman fan. Like I thought it was pretty decent.
Thick. Good.
And that was a 3.25 average. So I don't know if we wrote that down.
I'm on the high end of the average.
I
I'll take that.
circled it.
Okay.
He goes,
I-
I got you.
I
I got
know
your
math.
numbers.
All
He
right,
goes,
fair.
I got your numbers. I
Yeah.
can't read too clearly,
I
but I
can't-
got your numbers.
Look, I'm Forrest Gump. I'm just going to keep running.
Keep running.
You tell me when to stop.
Guys,
Hopefully, stop it with 4 letters.
I got pee.
You got
I
Pete?
got pee.
Like,
Oh, no.
A
Did you
snake-
drink? Did you drink too much Dr. Peppers?
a snake bit me in the butt.
No, something
They
jumped
said
up
it's
and
Something
bit
jumped
me.
up and bit me in
Bit
the
me. Is it worth $1
And the
million?
butt's hot.
I didn't see any of that money.
We need to do a Forrest Gump for a movie review
Oh,
after
I'm
spooky
on it.
season's
That
over.
is a good one. It's just
It's
so
such
long.
a good
So-
movie. It
There's
is.
so much to talk about.
It's like half a day's worth
Such
of
a
like
great
your life.
movie.
It would
that
be like a
movie
40-minute review, but
That was like the movie of the year my senior year in high school. It was so great.
all right.
Skinny glass went deep on this one.
That's what she said.
I might have picked the wrong one.
Jealous for those and go deep.
It's my wife's watching. She'll say no. I don't.
Oh, I was like, oh, is that Jen? Dang it.
She beeped right in.
Yeah, she's like, beep
She
beep.
figured out how to do that. She's like, Alex, I've got this one for
Yes?
4,000. It's Pete.
4,000.
It's not as. Like
Nice color on the
yeah.
head.
All
It's
right,
not as
so what do
light
you
as the other
think?
one, but it's.
All right, so everybody, I already know what the ABV is.
I know what it is too. 'Cause I
Oh,
brought
you
it.
brought it?
Yeah.
Look at you.
It
I got the last 2-pack.
definitely smells and tastes quite a bit like a Ghirardelli.
So the berry's there.
Yeah.
That is
gooey
fantastic.
inside
Some of
dark
those.
chocolate.
Ooh,
Like
it is there.
It is a
Oh,
lot
I
there.
was so hoping. I got
Oh.
one can left in
Ooh.
the fridge.
Holy
It's kind of tart.
Uh-oh.
oh, really?
So
That is interesting.
We haven't said this today, so I want to hear your ABV, and then I'm gonna throw something out there.
Well, I already know what it is.
I know
so
what it
yeah.
is. You know what it is.
I'm going to get 12.2.
Okay.
12.1, Bob.
You're both over.
It's 12. But
I should have $1 bobbed it. Damn it.
You should have.
I thought it was only 9.5. Maybe it is 12.
it's 12.
It must have been the nitro was 9.5.
So, but what's great about it drinks so smooth.
It drinks
This
like
is-
someone melted one of those. Is it Ghirardellis with like the raspberry inside and the dark
Yes.
chocolate on the outside, little break them off squares?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those.
It
in
feels,
liquid
you know
form.
what?
That's definitely got berry in
This
it.
is definitely one of these, like the
chocolate's at the
Valentine's
bottom.
chocolate hearts.
Yep.
Just
And
not
you're
Russell
just
Stover.
randomly-
No, Russell Stover's disgusting. So it's
What,
one of the better
no.
ones.
Randomly,
But
you're
a
like,
good
I
one,
got a
you know?
coconut one.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Oh, that's
And
nah,
then you-
doesn't like coconut.
I don't either. That's why
You go
we're
and you like
friends.
you turn him over and start poking your finger.
And
in
then
him
you
to see
bit
what's
into
going in
this
there.
thing, and you're like,
Ooh.
I don't know what love is, but it's number 23 in this box right here.
It really is.
It
You're
is.
not wrong. It's got that creamy, fruity sort of jam to it. And
Yeah.
It's
I ain't
sneaky.
mad about that. And then the
So
chocolate
you-
like lingers in the back.
Guys, I'm pretty impressed with this.
You know what's heavy?
Ooh, Tyler, you missed out. I brought 2 good beers and you're not here.
Ah.
You know what? You know the best part is?
Pete's here instead.
That's right. it'll be the second best show ever because I've only hosted twice.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of Leo, he says, good job on 100 subscribers on the YouTube. John, do we know we hit that threshold?
I do not
I thought he
know.
was
Is that
Speaking
even
of-
right? That can't be
Thanks.
right.
Speaking of Tyler.
That
Thanks.
doesn't, that doesn't sound right.
Thanks, 12-year-old, being 100 subscriber to our beer drinking show. I
No,
love it.
he was already in there. He was already in there.
Good,
Oh,
good.
you don't have a disclaimer. You must be 21 to watch this show.
To watch, but not to subscribe. We need those numbers, girl.
You're such a whore.
No,
He's not actually.
He might
you
be
say
on our
whore or
private account.
whorer?
He might be on our private account. We started our
I'm
own
not talking about
business
your son. I'm
doing.
talking about-
No, Leo and I doing.
Oh, wait. No, you
We
sleep
got
music.
106. He's not lying. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I know
We
that's not
did-
that huge on YouTube, but that's big for us.
That is big for
I watch
us.
on YouTube every once in a while, but I don't even know if I have a YouTube account to subscribe.
We're
to
getting
anybody.
there. We're getting there.
So he's on there because we do sleep music for people.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
So Leo's been putting out those together.
Like
He's
you make
awesome.
sleep music? Or he makes it?
He makes it. I have no
Like
part
the
of it
calming-
other
With,
than
with like
You're talking
people
about, like,
that
the
we know that are
calming,
younger than us
like,
being more
like,
successful on
sensory
YouTube, John. They're
sleep
making
kinda
music,
stuff?
they're making
Oh.
beats, and they're
So,
blowing
like-
up on YouTube.
he
'Cause,
will,
you know
he will
what?
take rain sounds.
They were born into it,
and
Kind of
leave it
We-
for 10 hours
Like the whole Batman Bane thing.
and do it. And
Oh, does he know the
I'm going
Screaming
to go ahead and
Cowboy?
like make this jump too in Logic that
Do you know the
you
Screaming
can't
Cowboy?
really
No, I don't,
use other
but-
people's music at all. Like I tried listening to like horror music or Halloween music
like-
this
it's
year
like
because it's
one that's like for
October,
10 hours.
and instead I'm stuck
screaming
listening to
It's
Halloween
really kind of funny.
beats because
And
no
there's,
one's
like, a
playing
meme of
Halloween
it,
music because
and
they got to
it's,
pay
like,
royalties.
They gotta pay royalties.
And they
This
lose
cat with a cowboy hat in the
monetization.
mountains.
Which is like,
Yeah.
But
how
it's
you
the
just
Screaming
put that for
Cowboy
the rest
still,
of us
but
to
it's like a
enjoy,
cat,
and then
like,
the artists
yelling.
can monetize, and you just
fucking
don't make money because you put a playlist together.
Stupid.
It's not that big of a deal.
so
Anyways,
mad
this
about
beer.
this.
This
I have to tell you. So I'm going to be the
Please
first
do.
guy. When I heard blackberry in there, let me make
Blackberry is
sure.
so difficult to get as a
It
good
is.
flavor in
And I
any
heard-
kind of beer.
I heard chocolate and blackberry. I'm like, what the hell am I getting into? This
Better than
is
Fruit Stripe.
It,
Saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes. I see the numbers. Thank you. That
I
was
picked
my.
Fruit Stripe and Blackberry, so those are my two I couldn't decide.
But-
my best beer of the night.
It's so smooth. It is.
It is.
Like, I powered through a lot of them, and I still have a lot left in this glass
Oh, that's
because
great
it
because I
tastes.
powered through mine and it's empty. Yeah.
Oh, is he being a
thanks.
poor kid and savoring?
I'm savoring it because it tastes so good, and there was one can.
Poor
I don't-
Peter.
Oh.
Poor Peter.
Poor Peter. Richie
Peter, yeah.
Rich.
Every guy's underwear. All right, so poor Peter.
That's because you're married.
So I'm
that
gonna
great
rate.
copyright?
I'm gonna rate this really high though because it is so smooth. It's sneaky because I don't know if it's DUI shelf worthy.
I wouldn't say quite, but it's not far.
Yeah. It's on the
Well,
fringe.
close.
It's on the shelf below.
Yeah.
It's on the
It's on the
border.
shelf below because you can still taste it, but
You wouldn't guess it's where it's at.
No. It's not boozy.
We've gotten
the Sun
really
King
good
was
at
boozy
guessing
to me.
in this group.
Yeah.
Like when I
drank a lot
read
of
it, and
beer.
I'm like, oh, you
Yeah.
guys, you were gonna guess it. You're both all dicks, and here it is. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah. Tyler missed.
I-
Beer.
It's not my favorite flavor profile. However, it's actually done really well, and I was also going to go 4.5.
Oh, you sold that like you were gonna shit on it.
Nope.
and
I did,
then
that's
gave
what I
it-
thought.
No, I
was like,
respect
oh,
it. I respect it. It's personally,
He
it's
was
just
gonna
like
be a dick.
it's a
what I
little
thought.
syrupy, but
Classic
man,
mud hog.
for what it is, it is that
Pot de
like we
creme.
said, it's that candy in that heart box
Pot de la cream.
that is
Pot de
blackberry
la
with
creme.
chocolate, and
Yeah.
it is 100% what that is.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting
They
the
know it.
pot and
I
the
totally
de la
agree.
cream.
Once you said the whole like Valentine's Day box of assorted chocolates, and this is what you get.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
totally.
fantastic. By the way, any brewery that wants to make a Valentine's Day box for men,
You say times.
You did.
Valentine's Day, that's not how you say it?
Times, not times.
You
Times.
said times.
No, it's Valentine's Day.
Shut up, Matt from Ohio.
It's also
But you know
on
what?
Letterkenny.
If you made,
Canadian?
not a advent calendar, but one of
Oh.
those hearts with just
Valentine's
beers,
Yeah,
Like
Valentine's
this?
Day, like instead of Advent for Christmas.
we're
yeah.
in. We're in.
Yeah.
That'd
All
be
men are
sick.
in. Please don't buy a
I'd
shitty
be in.
thing.
Are
is-
you kidding me?
And it's like a blackberry cordial.
There's definitely the burn
Yeah,
ones,
instead of a
like-
cherry cordial,
Yeah, it's a blackberry
it is totally.
cordial.
I didn't think about that until y'all started talking about the whole like Valentine's Day like chocolate box, and I'm like, yeah,
I'm just, hey,
yeah.
Where are you going to
hey,
go with
I'm just going out there.
It's so good that you're not.
I'm gonna
even
go a
taking it.
tinge
I was
lower.
supposed to be saving it, but now it's time to
Nobody's
move on to the
paying
next one,
attention.
Pete. I hate to be that guy.
4.25. All right. So that's a 4.5 average.
I gotta rest these glasses, homie.
What'd you give
I
it,
got
man?
one more beer.
What'd you give it?
I think I'm gonna agree with the 4.5. This is one that I enjoy. This is really good. It's very well crafted. There's nothing to complain about. Much like you, this is one that doesn't appeal to me as much on the flavor stuff. I think it's good. I couldn't drink a whole glass of it.
Yeah.
But this is great to share. This is
Yes, I
fantastic
agree.
crafted. There's nothing to complain about.
Yeah, there's no complaints.
It's a 4.5.
That's how I feel about the
And if
coffee.
you do like the flavor of this, it's gonna be higher. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I could drink.
Like, I like it. I just
Glasses.
couldn't drink a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
I got
It's a
one
little
more
bit of
glass.
tart for a stout, but
Which
that's
is
the
kind of
blackberry.
refreshing almost.
It
It was like
is,
it was
yeah.
weird. I was like, that's kind of tart.
Yep.
It's more just how rich it is. I think is the whole back on it. Like it's
That first couple of drinks, I was
It's
like,
not
that's
quite
kind of tart. I was like, that's weird
diabetes,
for a stout.
but it's pretty close.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Tyler,
All
what
right.
had that to say?
All right,
Yeah.
so
I bought the last 2 cans of that like 3
Nice
weeks ago, so
job.
I got 1 can left. I stared at it at Market District for like a month. That blackberry, I was like, oh. And finally, it was like they only had 2 cans left. I was like, me, I'll take it. So I got 1 can left.
frequent
I'll bring it
flyers.
to you.
Nice.
As you have been here when I bring Bourbon County, we've had a few bad ones.
Yep.
We've had really
Really
good
good
ones, right? So,
What year is this one?
2020.
2020.
So
it's
we
not a 2015 and 2020 they had a bad one.
Well, there was no mold on the cap, right?
There's not.
All right, that's good.
So, it did.
Which variant is this?
Actually, it smells really good. It smells way different than anything we've drank tonight.
What
Good.
variant is it?
Yeah, it
So
smells
the
great.
variant, thank you. So it is a stout aged in bourbon barrels blended with Earl Grey tea, black tea, and honey. So it's going to be
Interesting.
I'm assuming it's going to be lighter than the 2 things we just drank.
Okay.
But it's
Earl Grey stout, huh?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
where
Barrel-aged.
are we at? So
I know, yeah, still barrel aged, but
what do you think the ABV is on this?
Let me smell it first. At least maybe try it.
All right. All right.
yeah.
Well,
You
no,
know,
because
no,
you
just
hear
by the
it.
description,
From
you
your
need
description-
to guess.
12.5.
Just by the description.
All right. I like that. So try it, and then you do your description, and then so 12.5.
Did you go to Chicago and get this? Did you have somebody bring it to you from Chicago? Or
So
did you get it here?
every Black Friday, for those who don't know,
Let's say this is anything like any last year's release. These things were in droves at every liquor store.
You
Every
can
Black
still
Friday.
find like I can't remember what year it is. Just the
2020s,
regular.
yeah.
No, I think it's
2018,
2019.
2019.
2019, you
They
can
had
find
so
at Total
much.
Wine. I found like a shit ton of these bottles at Total Wine like a month
and
ago.
hopefully
think they
they're
were
a
just
little
the
bit.
regular.
Hopefully they're a little bit discounted, and it is
I think you were like $12
But
a
it's
bottle,
still-
or
which is
something.
a
still
really
good.
great value.
Is the ABV on the front of the bottle?
He didn't put the
It's on the
bottle up
back.
there. He didn't put the
Alright,
bottle
I-
up there.
Well, that's why I was gonna go to Can, but if it's on the front, then I'm not.
There it
Ooh,
is.
that's
will
It's
not
on
be
the back.
showing?
Sweet.
Oh, yeah,
I gotta hide it
I
from
forgot
the
it's
other
an
folks.
embossed
Oh, I
brown
can't see
bottle.
that
You're not
damn
gonna really
far,
see
please.
anything.
I know.
So let's go ahead and hide.
John can't
Everybody
hear.
go see it, and then we're done because there's nothing to see there.
It smells kind of cherry.
Oh, it's a weird smell.
Yeah, it smells.
I mean, I guess it's the
It smells weird.
it's that
I don't
tea
like
with
it.
the
It
tea.
drinks really easy.
Right.
How many bottles of these have you gone through already?
This is my first one.
Oh. Oh, I got it on my nose. Good job.
That mouthfeel, that body is just classic Bourbon County.
I don't
It's
think
actually
I'm
a
gonna like
little
this.
little more
I
frothy.
haven't even tasted it. I'm like, I don't
Like,
think I'm
to
gonna like
me.
it.
I don't know if that's the tea
So-
coming out, but it says just like a creamiest and a little frothy.
It is lighter than you would think it'd be.
Yeah.
It is, but I think that is the tea coming through on that. It's and
Not
tea
saying
is not
bad,
something you
just-
find in a lot of stouts, and it's not necessarily complimentary
I taste
like
cherry.
a coffee would be,
No.
but it still strangely kind of works.
I taste cherries.
I can see where you get that, especially on the finish. But
What, the
it's
cherries?
Yes, it's not
Yeah.
what I would say, but when you say it, I can get it. You know, one of
I
those.
want this
feel
with
like
a
I
creme
can-
brulee.
Yeah,
Pot de creme?
No, creme brulee.
It is a good
No.
with something light
Do you
and
know what a pot de
like
creme
or
is?
like a cheesecake. That's
Okay.
a good with a
I was like,
cheesecake,
do you
too.
cook?
like a
I'm like, come
biscuit.
on, you know what a pot de creme is, right?
A biscuit?
but an English biscuit.
I've never had one of those.
With
So-
honey,
Which is basically
English
just a cookie.
biscuit.
Yeah, which is like a butter cookie,
Are we talking about the same
Yeah.
thing?
like a butter cookie.
Not a
Like,
butt.
like your grandma or your great grandma, depending on your age, had the little tin of Swedish butter cookies.
Oh, those were terrible.
But this might
Those
go
were
with that.
amazing. The blue tin with like the freaking
Yeah,
5 different like
yeah, I
cookies.
know.
With the
I'm
with
very
the
familiar
large
with
granular
tin.
sugar.
Oh, those are my favorite. The pretzel ones with the large
It was
sugar
more
on
like
it.
a
Those are my
cookie-shaped
favorite
wafer.
ones.
Those things were terrible.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, I do, lady.
Ohio. Just because you're
All right,
from an
so-
Amish family, you don't know real food.
Just to throw this out there,
Not Amish.
He knows cheese, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a
And
bold
butter.
assumption.
Head cheese.
Head cheese.
14.1%.
Oh Jesus.
I would have actually gone lower after
I was gonna go
drinking it.
13 something.
Yeah, I mean it's there. It's sneaky with the tea because I think the tea and honey tame it down.
Sugar
Oh, yeah.
honey.
On
Well, any,
Iced tea.
Ice and tea.
Shit.
It's one of my favorite songs by Bring Me the Horizon. Just saying.
One of my favorite lines out of a kids movie.
yeah, I thought that's where you were going with that. Not a band song.
I love Bring Me the Horizon. They're so good.
it
That's
has
different.
It has. So it's not an aftertaste. It's almost in the sinuses.
Yeah.
Every
time I breathe, I'm like, I feel like I'm breathing like
So
something.
I drink it, good, take a breath, and you're like, boom, there's Earl Grey or
Honey tea.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's what it says.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
No,
It's
I'm
just,
not
it's
mad at
just-
it either. It's weird.
so different.
So weird.
Yeah.
It's the one thing we've had tonight, other than the blackberry, that is exactly what it says it is.
I mean, like, there's
On the label.
Caramel apple.
Yeah.
No,
I really respect-
apple pop. Yeah, that was.
That was
No,
kind of
on.
exactly what I said it was too.
Yeah.
It was. Like, actually, tonight, our cans did not have a good description of what was in there.
I agree. None of them
Well,
were
like,
like
one
really
of them-
super
no, the
descriptive.
caramel apple
It
was
was
like,
super
hey, this
descriptive.
is what it is, motherfucker, and that's what it was. Like, they were
it's
on
gonna
point.
be sugar apple, some caramel. Have fun.
And that Hubbard's Cave said it's pot de la cream, and if I've ever had pot de la cream, that's what it was.
Hot day-
It was
De La
pot,
cream.
It was cream. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was
Listen,
that was for sure pot de la cream.
Pot day de la cream. Over
Hey,
here.
the cream. Jesus Jones. Oh, God.
You keep coming back. You have only yourself to blame.
No, I don't.
Which one of us?
Peter knows what a pot de la creme is, so
Yes.
because he's fancy and cooks fancy things.
Pinky's
I do
out.
cook a lot of
I know you do. I thought
You're welcome.
I I see your Instagram. I know.
Pete's a good cook.
You gotta do
Yeah,
the-
I
you
know.
gotta do
I'm
the hair
jealous.
flip,
I'm like,
Pete.
oh, son of a bitch.
Yep. That's why I put on 25 pounds in 2 months.
Oh, well, at least it's only in 2. Mine's been.
Because he cooks for himself.
I know. Because Richie Rich's got to cook at home because he can't afford to go out to cook.
Whatever. Richie Rich buys the good shit and brings it home to cook.
Oh, that's true, too.
Yeah, got me.
Ah,
Alright, so we've all had this unique nectar in our mouths. What do we think about it?
Oy. It's. I don't know.
The bad part is I want to like it more than I do.
I know.
I don't know. I think I like it more than I want to. I'm on the other end of that. I'm like,
I'm not.
because I respect them doing something different, and it works. I don't know that I like it, but I respect the fact that it works. Like,
So that's
it's
It
well
ain't
done.
bad, but I
that's 100% where I'm at. Like, these aren't flavors I want in my beer,
No.
But it does it.
but
it does it pretty well.
works really well.
What a dumb.
Like we had a stout that had bay seasoning,
Donut
like
sounds
like
really good right now.
crab
It's like
legs
good
in it,
old
and we're like
donut.
that didn't work. I
Why is that?
applaud
Why I'm
your
craving?
you're swinging for the fence, trying something new. That was bad. This
day.
worked, and it's
Crispy
good.
Yeah.
Now.
It's brewed really well. I can't give it more than a 4.5, so I'm gonna go a 4.5. But it's a little bit different. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It is.
I give
So
it
we're
4.5.
over here having like 4.5.
I did
Speaking a little bit different, a little bit
because I
weird.
respect.
Jennifer,
I
what do you-
respect
Oh,
how
I
well
ain't
made
doing
it is.
It is. It brought in flavors that you're not going to like. They threw them together.
I mean, I like tea.
Well, I'm not
But-
talking about you. I'm talking
Not
about
myself.
Well,
Stout.
I know. I'm
John,
just like, I
John
like
is
tea,
not
but
going,
this
you know
is-
what? Tonight I
You know, this is
want
my
a
favorite-
cup of
yeah, that's
Earl
my
Grey
Earl.
tea.
Yeah, I'm
You're
more of a
Earl.
Lindt
That's
man.
not Earl.
I just
Oh,
want some
Earl.
Arizona green tea. Fuck that shit. Yeah.
You know what? If I hear John say that, we're calling up the ambulance because he's having a stroke. And that's what's happening. I go, oh shit, he's dying. We need to
Somebody
help
call
him out.
911.
All right.
Jen, what are you giving this thing? It's weird.
It is weird. I'm gonna have to go probably
Maybe.
Don't hurt anybody's
Definitely.
feelings. Call it what it is.
3.75.
Well,
I can understand that.
I
I was
actually,
putting you
yeah.
at a 3.25. So
No, I wasn't going that low.
I'm gonna go a 4. That makes it pretty easy. I think it's gonna be
Before.
yeah.
It's.
Matt, where are you at on this?
I like it because it's got a high ABV.
I'm very confused by a lot of this.
Yeah,
Like-
that's kind of,
I mean,
as
like-
you can see.
Like I said, this is something that I want to like less than I do. Because it's actually very well done. It tastes good. It's just weird flavors that I wouldn't expect to like in a stout that I kind of do.
And don't
But
like
I
the
only
nose
like
every
it
time I
so
take a
much
drink.
because it's still tea and I'm not a big tea guy. But I can't fault the fact this is really well done. It's really smooth. It's got a very drinkable ABV for what it is.
Oh yeah.
4.25.
Okay. So you keep saying you don't like the nose.
Yeah,
I wonder
it's the
what it
nose
would
I don't
be-
like.
I wonder what this one would be out of the bottle. So because you're not going to smell
Right.
it.
Well,
You're
it's just like that
drink it
Sun King
out.
one. It's like I smelled it and I was like, nope. But I drank it and I was like, oh, it tastes way better.
So
It's
I
not
wonder.
like it smells really boozy to me. I don't like that. But then it doesn't taste as boozy. The same thing with the Sun
It
King.
is
It's-
14.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly.
hide it.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, the Sun King smelled boozy as well, but it tasted a lot better than it smelled.
Okay.
All
I
right.
like that.
That's why I'm like, I need to stop smelling beers.
Does that bring us to beer? The olfactory is an important
does.
part of flavor.
I know.
Olfactory, yeah.
I love that word
Factory.
too.
The old
And this
factory.
mouthfeel, when the final time, is still creamy. It's still smooth.
Yeah, actually,
It is
this-
a Bourbon County beer.
This is a little more bubbly to me. Like it was kind
It
of
is
like,
bubbly. Look at that.
Yeah.
So, really, honestly, not a bad night. We had some. We didn't have top flight beers per se, but we didn't have anything that
Shitty beers.
really, really sucked either.
Well, we did have somebody that did a
With the
1.75.
fruit.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, no.
Fruit stripes.
There was a 1.5.
There was,
Oh,
there
that
was
same
one.
beer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just
Yeah.
1.75. So
No.
it was.
No.
So, beer of the night, though, Matt. Let's get it started off. Let's go.
I kind of got a toss up. Like, I want to give it to the Hubbards because that was just so delicious and honestly kind of. We've had a pretty good record for them, but not like knock your socks off stuff. Normally, I feel it's usually been like good to pretty good range. That one was very good, but I kind of have to give it to this Bourbon County, just because this flavor was something that I didn't expect to work. I didn't expect to like it, and it might be my favorite beer of the night.
My beer of the night is the My Karma Apple Romance.
I respect that.
It they had a theme that they went with, but they nailed the flavors that it said. I think those flavors are kind of difficult to get in the first place, and yet it was all there, it was all present. I'm really pleasantly shocked by that. I like that beer a lot. Jen.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. That was what I was thinking too. That caramel apple sour pop ale, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It was great because it had every flavor you wanted. It was a little sour, not overly. Had a great apple pop or apple sucker taste. I mean, it wasn't apple. It was like an candy. Candy apple.
Like Granny Smith.
Yeah, it was this freaking sugary apple.
Sucker.
Thank you. Yeah, with just that little salty like caramel taste to it in the after. It was very nice.
We left that her gonna pee.
All right, I'm gonna go with a Hubbard Cave. Like that was the one. It wasn't my hype.
How do you say it?
Hubbard Cave.
No. What's
Pot de la Creme.
Shut up, jerk.
Go away.
I hate him.
Go away.
Go away.
I have so many Jennifers ruining my life. You're just the other one.
Well, add me to the list because
But
we're
you know
all
what?
born in the same time frame, and
That's true.
they all the Jennifers ruined my life too. So
Tonight was a good night. I mean,
was.
60% of the beers were over a 4.
Look at that math over there.
the only bad ones were pretty much the first two, I would say.
No,
And they weren't bad. They just weren't that
Stripes.
great.
Fruit Stripes
was the
was
worst.
number 3, and it was the
Well,
worst.
Yeah.
At
the first.
at a 175.
Yeah.
And you rated it the highest out of us 3.
What out of it? Oh, did I give it a 3?
Yeah, and that was my most favorite beer I was looking forward
Me
to. And
too.
I'm like,
It was that one.
I love
First
eating out of my
strike
own garbage. This is great. Oh. This is
In
bad.
between that, and I was looking forward to blackberry, and I ended up picking the caramel apple.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not mad with tonight. With Tyler not being here, I was just like, okay, what are things?
We can have some fun.
I can't pick anything that Tyler would like. I was really looking forward to that because
Yeah, you can.
I
Oh no,
can,
he
but-
didn't. He didn't. He was like, "Oh no, Tyler wants."
Nah, but he'll.
Put it back.
And Tyler will cry, and then he'll just go away, and he'll be okay.
Yeah,
I think he'll go win, then Pete will host again.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. So no, I think it was overall a really good night.
Yeah, hour 2 really kicked it in the ass.
Yes,
it did.
I agree.
So
Stout hour.
Yeah, stout
next
hour.
week we
And I brought 2 of the
Have a
stout.
mystery
had a
guest.
guest. Yeah, we have a mystery guest. Our guest that we had scheduled had something come up, so we had to reschedule. So I am working on mystery.
You will be
guest.
surprised, yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So, I have nothing else to add. I think this is the end of
end of
tonight's
this
show.
journey?
I am. We are 2 bearded guys, minus 1 bearded guy because he has baseball and it sucks.
He has
So
no beard.
I am Mudhog B&Q.
Ugly Pete barbecue.
Is that your official Instagram now?
Again.
Is it? Oh, I need to follow.
Should we
that.
change the logo on the screen?
Well, no.
That would be.
Do
I make my
sponsor?
money the other way.
Dual sponsor,
Yeah.
water and
We
barbecue.
can do that. Yeah.
Backyard. I'm backyard beer chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
And you never want to see him.
BY. BC. Not.
Not because he's ugly. Just I don't know.
He's
just off
sheltered.
screen. Don't want
Who?
to see him.
Backyard
Matthew.
off-screen Matt.
Backyard off-screen.
No, I'm Ugly Pete. I'm normally,
Yeah, that's ugly.
I'm Ugly Pete. I'm the ugly one. He's beautiful.
He
just
actually
can't
is
be on the
beautiful,
screen.
and you know, honestly, he's got a lot of skill sets
They know way more than us.
that are
We
not
can't
not
push
better
buttons.
oriented, but just home oriented. It's
Yeah.
nice.
He ain't fancy.
No, he's
By
very
any means.
he's very white bread, but
He is.
I mean, I can snap like a Z. Does that count for something?
Excuse me?
The Z snap?
Oh.
Got that in the
3
back
snaps
pocket.
can't
around
even
what?
do that.
3 snaps around the world? Is that what
Oh,
you're trying
I
to
got
do?
it.
Got it. It's not as hard as you think it is it?
It isn't.
so it's not impressive.
I was fancy and I
Caught
didn't
both
even know
them
it.
off guard, though, didn't I?
It was like Z snap. I'm like, is that a shirt? Or is that a hat? I'm like, what's going on?
Both.
So this has been a good show. Thanks for watching this. People that are still watching, which I doubt so
Mouthfeel.
much.
Sorry about it.
Mouthfeel, mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.